Oh my God! Hi everyone. Hi Mom. Happy Mother's Day in Sweden, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day,
Mom.
but not. You're not my mom.
But also because we didn't do it last Sunday, during the week we had a very special day here in the group. So I think we're gonna sing a song.
Yeah, we are.
For Roju.
Yeah, we
Hey.
are.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to
you on.
Happy birthday
to you.
No, you.
My birthday too.
That was perfectly in sync, perfectly harmonized. I think we're ready for tryouts.
Yes. The whole time the meeting was barking at me saying I was being too loud. So
Oh shit.
I don't know how much of me actually come
I
across.
don't know.
I guess the important question is, Roju, are you still natural 30s?
In my heart, I am. You know.
Oh,
And on
okay.
average, we are.
And we're gonna have a talk with HR.
Yeah, sorry, this might be like my last time here.
No, don't worry. I think as an average, we're still in our, yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I may
Don't
or
worry.
may not have turned 40.
It's fine.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm HR, so it's fine.
Yeah, we also decided on the team name because the average age comes out to 30s. So you know what?
Yeah.
Until
You can yell at us in
all-
a decade.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Also, like we have the most crises in our 30s, right? So, or does that continue?
It is a millennial thing, I believe.
Yeah.
That the
right.
midlife crisis comes so much sooner. Early onset midlife crisis.
So
No.
that's why I'm mass buying Magic the Gathering cards. It makes
Got
so
it.
much sense now.
Oh,
It
no.
does. It does. I mean, would you rather spend that money on a motorcycle or Magic the Gathering cards?
Yeah.
Okay,
motorcycle.
doesn't matter what I say here. I insult someone in the natural 30s, so I'm kind of about to get into trouble. Thanks,
I
Joe.
mean,
No, you could have said
I
20,000
love motorcycles.
snails, and I would have been fine with it.
How many
Oh,
snails?
20,000 snails. Yeah,
That's all right.
snails.
not 20, like 20. Like you get a lot of snails. It's a lot of bang for your buck.
Snails.
Snails are
But
pretty
it's just
cheap,
an
guys.
average wet day in Melbourne, you know.
Yeah, like the snail market is fantastic right now. As in, not that you can sell them, but you can collect as many as you want, and no one's gonna stop you.
It's true.
The answer is PAX tickets.
You can just pick them
They're
up.
already booked. I'm already ready for PAX.
Oh,
Who said PAX tickets? I
Yeah,
can't see
yeah.
them right
I
now.
definitely haven't done
No,
that yet.
they're like I think all the
I
3
don't-
days are all sold out at least.
Bravo!
You gotta remember that while you're at PAX, you can't be tagged
Tagged.
because in Sweden, when you play tag, we call it PAX. When you're at like a safe house where you can't be tagged,
Oh.
it makes no sense. I'm leaving.
I like that.
I need to pull back the veil for a second, right?
Uh-huh.
Have you never played
So-
tag?
No. I'm not going to
You
regularly
haven't?
check. Wait, oh no, just
Oh my
hold
God.
on. I'm trying to concentrate on something. So, I apologize for hijacking the stream for a second, but now I'm not going to say what I'm doing, but it would be great if chat could try and guess what we're doing based on what I'm asking, but none of us say what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Starting with the Josie one, what is the name of what I'm uploading? What am I calling it? If that makes
Help.
sense.
Oh.
Help?
Help.
Yeah.
Help or yeah, help. Okay.
Help.
Help.
Definitely
Okie
help.
dokie. And then we will do that. Cool. I probably just
Okay.
revealed
Well,
everything.
are we going to go through all of them? Because we
think
got
so.
4 minutes
Do
left.
it.
I got
Yeah.
to announce.
Yeah, we
I
got
mean,
it.
if we're quick.
Go
Keep
through
going,
all
and
of
then
them.
Oh well, I can, but just just I'm doing
I
it.
mean,
now.
what
No,
else
we
have we
can do your
got?
thing first.
Yeah, we got
We got time.
minutes
All
to
right.
kill.
We got time.
Next
We
is
get time.
forest.
We get.
What is the name that we're using for
Well,
forest?
maybe wow.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, wow would be
I
great.
like that.
Wow.
That's- yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, interesting. The name help has caused. Well, that's okay. We'll work on that later.
It's on what?
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
You've caused problems, Josie.
I'm worrying now.
No. Don't worry about it.
I'm
Morel. The name for Morel that we're up with.
Stare.
Stare.
Oh.
We can't do that because the Mepho
Wait,
one.
Morel. No, sorry, I was getting
Judge.
confused with Trish.
Judge.
Judge.
Wow.
Not judging while you're sipping the tea. There.
Mug.
What is chat guessed what we're doing?
No one's guessed yet.
That's
No one's
No
mistake.
one's guessed. No one's guessed.
No, I think everyone is just waiting.
Trish?
Yeah,
Trish is obviously Cry.
Cry?
that's fair. That's fair.
I feel like by now, surely someone's cottoned on to what we're doing. Oh, God.
Well, I have a guess.
Well, it's okay because.
Nothing,
But-
Dom.
but
Nothing's happening.
Tinker. What about Tinker?
There's an order of events that need to happen before I can
Oh.
answer. Now,
It's
Oh.
Now.
because when you need to see the crime.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah, we're all
No.
picking out calling cards. Yeah.
That'd be funny. A crime happens.
Wow.
Help!
Is it Tinker? Is it fine or chaos? Which
I
one
think
did you-
chaos.
Whichever one you want.
Yeah.
I think
either one.
surprise us
Surprise us.
because that adds to the chaos.
All right.
I think maybe chaos would be my vote. if I had
Good
to
news
pick
and
one.
bad news.
Uh-huh.
The good news is WoW and Chaos are straight up gonna work right now. Cry, judge, and help require approval.
Oh, no!
Rude.
Bad.
There you go. So, chat, enjoy.
Right now,
Tonight, you have
But,
Chaos
And we got
and
a thing.
WoW. Chaos and WoW are up. Cry, judge, and help
do I
are
need to
pending.
refresh this?
If you
Yes,
refresh your
please.
chat, you should have.
I'm refreshing.
oh my
should
God,
be in
am
the
I able to
keyword.
refresh mine? Oh, I can. Hell yeah.
Have 2 fresh new emotes.
There they are.
Hell
Nope.
yeah.
I have to refresh the whole thing.
We got emo.
There we go.
Look at these little cuties.
I like Tinker. Tinker is so good.
All right, there we
There
go.
it is.
Stop popping on the thing.
There it is. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go through some thingies and then
All
we're
right.
gonna get into it.
Let's do it.
Oh, there we go.
Because we haven't for several weeks now, because we completely always assume that people know who we are, but we haven't done proper introductions almost this entire campaign. So I wrote it in my notes, but
Oh,
didn't do it when we went live because we were already in the middle of conversation.
No.
So welcome in
Ah.
everyone to the Natural 30s. I'm your dungeon mistress, Josie Poser, and I'm joined by this lovely cast of wonderful people. We got Wetasorb, who will be playing Trish Smotherborn. We got Cuddly Raptor, who will be playing Mirel. We got Roju from Participation Award, who will be playing Forrest Barkley. And we got Ozzy Devro playing Tinker Slobbersnout.
Hello.
And we just want to do some quick shout outs to Sirenscape for providing awesome music to awesome games. Mudbucket Guy, who's made the custom music for our intro. We want to give a shout out to Top Banana Jam, who's done a lot of art for us. Some you have seen, some you haven't, including the graphic for the intro. Michelle,
And all
also known
these
as
new
Feline
emotes.
Trickster. Sorry?
And all the new emotes.
And the new emotes. Top Banana Jam also did the emotes. That is true. Feline Trickster made our character art, and Himiko Designs made our logo. And then we also want to give a huge shout out to Denny. We love Denny.
Denny does
And-
so much back behind the work. scene.
Denny does so much. And I think with that, we're almost all the way through my list, but I'm going to be saying just stay tuned for the break where we're going to give you some more information to go on. But for now, roll the clip.
Ba-da-ba-ba. We're back.
Woo!
To chart the course for the future and map the world within and without the jagged horizon. Mission statement for the League of Explorers. A charity ball. It was supposed to be. Tinker and Trish attended, but it took a darker turn when a fool's gold wolf that had been up for auction broke free from its cage and attacked one of the servers, and then locked its eyes on Trish. Tinker, busting out in through the door after headbutting one Nyla Argwig, called out not to kill the wolf before jumping up on its back and shocking it with his joy buzzers. Trish proceeded to give the wolf a swipe of her rapier before soothing it to sleep with a bedtime story. And investigating the cage, they realized someone had pried it open, and a faint trail led outside. Tinker was quick to give chase, and Trish was not far behind. While this was occurring, Mirel, Forrest, and the accountant known as Action headed down into the sewers to attempt a rescue mission of some of the leeches. Little did they know they'd stumble into a war zone. Action dispatched one of the little trash people and then pointed out something odd in the sewage below them. Mirel quickly then figured out how to lure the tender leeches to follow her, and Forrest was mostly confused for the beginning. After dealing with a brave general and his verminfantry that almost cost Mirel her leg, the group decided to head out with the leeches they had in tow. Somehow, they got them to the shoreline, and the creatures happily left for their oceanic home. Action returned to the inn, and as our midnight endeavors came to a conclusion, Forrest and Mirel saw a figure watching them. As the shadow vanished, soon familiar forms of Tinker and Trish appeared within the same light, and they both concluded that said silhouette was very familiar, and that the party crasher and this figure had both been headed towards the scrapyard strand. Tired and wounded, they headed back to the inn, the Daughters of Flame, for some long-deserved rest. While Mirel battled a fever, a form of anxiety and panic over having left home, the cold seeped into their rooms. Forrest, having a dream or a vision perhaps, remembering something that he had forgotten. Well, Tinker got a note from his potential benefactor, Madame Scarlet, and he had piled all of his various items and ideas into neat piles, having been told that he should focus his attention, at least for now, on one aspect, on his creativity. Tinker, would you tell us what conclusion you've come to?
Yeah, so Tinker, he was initially, he couldn't let go. He knew that everything he's working towards would be to the benefit of his people. He just didn't know how. He was still torn between helping himself, curing himself, but also trying to build a better future, regardless to who saw it that way. But in the end, he might end up being smart enough to solve both at the same time. With this new line of thought, Tinker dramatically yet quietly throws half his belongings off the bed. And what
They
remains...
scramble down to the ground. Forrest throws in his sleep for a moment, but doesn't seem to wake.
And he takes a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And slowly, you can see the beginnings mighty cannon.
Over in the ladies' room, Trish is awake, reading a book by candlelight when distracting thoughts spring up in her mind. It's getting hard to focus on the words on the page. Having met another Rayjaw after several weeks away from home, and one with such a different attitude than you do, and apparently having predetermined concepts of who you are and who you should be. Maybe you are too green for this job, Trish. Did they send you off too soon? Do you have what it takes? Does any of it really matter at the end? But one thing's for certain. One thing you know. Regardless of what you want to do, you have to do better. Looking around you in this dimly lit room, you exhale, and only for one singular breath, you can see it hanging in the air, the condensation. But your next breath, nothing. There's little in the way of inspiration to have a midnight life decision. But you look around, and leaning against your bedpost, you see your sword, your loot, your backpack. On the little nightstand, under the few candle lights you've lit to read your book, is a large leather-bound tome, still untouched. The book that you meant to write yourself. The night air is crisp, though you can smell the city. There's still a segment of adrenaline lingering in your system after the day, and especially this evening. You could probably sneak out to do some practice. You could probably get something started in your book. You did ask if they wanted some help with entertainment in the inn. Unable to sleep, what motivation drives Trish forward right now?
The motivation of trying to learn about anything, most things. Trying to collect knowledges from all sources. So she's probably going to grab the tome. She's going to open it. And she's going to probably start writing into it of things that she wants to learn, things she needs to improve. The lore, you could say, of what has happened so far.
Okay. And then, first night of the roll, I would like you to roll a d8.
Here we
to
go!
See what your new hit points will be.
Yeah.
Ah.
1d8 coming
Okay,
in,
can't be
baby.
any worse than Tinker. You got a 1. 1.
Well, you know what? It's only just on a 2.
Let's go.
Ew.
Okay, so you go into your managed hit points and you add 2 to whatever amount is already there. And I guess we can all assume which subclass Trish picked. But we might have to wait and see what is to come. The morning comes to you all. You may all take a long rest.
Yay!
I will say, just to recap some things, because we are using a fair amount of homebrew rules. Tinker, you only have 1 available hit dice.
Yep.
And Forrest should have 2 available hit dice this morning.
2.
Because you spent the 2 you had during the fight in the midday.
Oh,
And because we're in the season of Reckwall, you only get 1/3 of your spent hit dice back. So you get 1 back for having leveled up, and then a minimum 1 for resting.
Right. Because I thought I only used 1, but I must have used 2. I forgot.
You pushed twice, and you were only level 2.
Got it.
Yes.
I pushed once.
Okay. Well, then you should still be at max, because you've
Okay,
only
yeah,
used
that's right.
1, you gained 1 from leveling up, and
We
you gained 1 from resting.
Got it.
That's right. Okay.
The reason Tinker is at 1 is because he took a dedicated rest to recover his wound, but he still gained 1 from leveling up.
Yeah. I am back with it.
Yes. So lots of thingies to keep track of.
Yes.
But the morning comes. The morning of the 28th of Rekwall. As you're all feeling the soreness of the previous day, what are your plans?
Trish is gonna wake up and run down the stairs really quickly and try and get Tinker some food.
Oh.
As you come down, you see the Emberkin woman who's usually working the front desk. You see Valia, whom you also saw at the charity ball last night, who says, "Oh, Trish, hold on a moment."
Oh?
Yes, sorry. Action told me to give you this, and she slides a little pouch that clinks the familiar sound of coins.
Oh, thank you. Trish pockets it.
Apparently, as thanks for help last night and yesterday. He heard what you did with the leeches during the day, and then the whole sewer thing.
Oh, sewer thing. Yes.
Yes. Also, he mentioned something about going down into the sewers tonight and needing my help. So yes, I'll be coming with.
Okay.
You look
Sure.
confused.
I'm just very tired. I think I might need to talk to my friends in a second. I'm actually here to get food for Tinker. As a way to say sorry for everything lately. I just want to make
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, I think we got something. We haven't really started up the kitchen per se, but I've probably got enough to make a few sandwiches.
I mean,
Or some
porridge. Just anything, whatever you're ready.
Okay, just give me a moment.
Picky.
Just give me a moment. And she goes into the bag, takes like a minute or two, and she comes back with a little plate that has a small bowl of what looks like some form of grain porridge and like a piece of hard bread with a little bit of butter and looks like some cheese on it.
Sweet. So, how much is that going to cost?
Nothing really.
Okay, thank you. And by the time she's already run upstairs.
Okay.
And she's gonna write a note. I'm sorry, Tinker. Here's some food, Trish, and like puts it on the floor, knocks, and quickly runs into her room.
Okay. Who's the first one to awake in that room, Tinker or Forrest?
Oh, good question.
I
I mean, Forrest is probably. I don't know.
Look, if you
How much of an all-nighter did Tinker pull, I guess?
Well, no, he had a full rest, but I think if you were to look over at Tinker's where he was supposedly sleeping, you would just see. You would see. Has everyone seen those videos where they spray like the foam and the foam expands?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You would see just piles of that stuff around and no Tinker.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear shuffling behind them, but
I see.
there's
Oh dear.
Yeah, I think I feel like Forrest is sort of like someone who would wake up and then like potter around for a bit and then have a nap again. You know?
One of those people who go up, do their toiletry business and then go for second sleep.
Yeah, and then if nothing else is happening, just go to second sleep.
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
gosh, what is that?
That's great.
It's the best thing.
I wish.
So yeah, so he'd I don't know if there's like a room, like toilets in the rooms, or whether there's a one second somewhere else. But,
Actually, there is a very basic rudimentary because specifically you have the room with running water.
oh right.
Oh.
yeah, we got plumbing.
you do have the equivalent of like an old school toilet.
The girls are roughing it.
Yeah, so
Not
probably just go,
fully. They
half
still
asleep.
there's still some plumbing, but it's not running water in the same way.
different systems.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's sort of just very sleepily, like scratching, have a leak, and then like kind of trip over one of these balls of foam or whatever it is.
Hang on, I'm gonna see which one you tripped over.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
This one, you go to trip on it, and it's hard as a rock. It's like you just stubbed your toe on, like...
Oh, faceplant.
Oh no.
Oh, they're not big enough to make Forest fall over, but you stubbed your toe.
Where's all those rocks coming from?
You hear a bit of shuffling, and then, like, you hear this, and a new one kind of appears around the central mass of it, but it's like a slightly different color.
Tinker, are you in there?
In response, the shuffling stops, and you see Tinker's little fist burst through the one that he just sprayed, and you just hear a, "Oh, yes, I'm here, just testing something, don't mind me," and then retracts.
Why are you making rocks?
And you see, like, his eye monocle kind of, like, appears in the hole he just made. He's like, "Wait, one of them's a rock?"
And he's just gonna, Boris is gonna pick it up and just start like fiddling with this rock foam thing.
Oh, which one is that? Which one? Is it number 25 or number 26? I can't quite tell from this.
Boris is gonna like turn around as though he knows what he's looking for.
You turn it upside down, there's a big number 23 on it.
Don't know.
Oh, it looks like 22. And then he disappears again, shuffling.
Oh my god.
Do you want this?
No, that would make it too easy. No, I must rediscover it.
Oh, all right.
It thumps against the wall.
I'm not paying for more shit.
That's not a bad one.
But you
wish-
do smell some food coming from just outside the door, Forest.
Oh, what's that?
And there's a little tray of food.
Someone left us food, Tinker. Pick it up and bring it in. You want some?
Oh, yes, please. And you hear a similar sound of the thump of, like, the fist bursting through the one section, but it just thumps. And you hear
Ooh.
Tinker go, that one's definitely working. And then he sort of,
Forrest just like plucks the cheese off the bread and like starts eating it and just like lowers the slice of bread through a crack in the debris.
like putting a bill into a vending machine.
Yeah. Exactly. Slice of bread. Just...
thank you. I appreciate it.
It's
Thank you.
porridge here, but I don't think I want to pour it. You already made enough of a mess.
Oh, don't worry. It'll dissolve in half an hour, I think.
He looks at the porridge concerned.
While that's going on, Trish, you return to the other room. Is Mirelle still sleeping?
No, Mirelle seems to have woken up and gotten reasonably ready for the day in the time that you were gone.
Okay. Morale,
Yes.
what did you do last night?
What do you mean?
Well, I was given this bag of coin and told I did a good job with Tinker last night. And then, well, I was also told about sewers last night, which I'm assuming that's where you and Forrest went to go, and then that we are going back there tonight.
Well, that is why we were covered in sewage. Yes.
So, what happened? What happened down there? Give me the story. I went dancing, you went fighting?
No, not fighting. Yes, fighting. We took some leeches to the beach.
That doesn't sound like fighting at all. That sounds like you just shooing them away like you did last time.
Yes, but we fought the dust balls, the dust ball people, and the rats.
Chris pulls out a book and starts trying to write down. And what did they look like?
The rats or the dust balls?
Both. Were they big rats, small rats, brown, blue, purple? Green?
They were a bit green actually, because they were diseased, right, Josie?
Yeah, they were pretty bad looking.
Yeah, and they were if you had a rat, but it was on the verge of death. That kind of rat.
Did it smell down there?
Like you would not believe.
Do I have to go with you guys tonight?
No,
Oh, but I should.
but you do not have to do anything you do not want to do. But if you do come, might I suggest, and she pulls out of her bag the gas mask that she has, and she has cleaned it. It is clean now. And
Okay.
she just kind of holds it up for Trish to see. This was very nice.
Oh, so we need a few more of those then.
I would suggest.
And she starts getting giddy. Oh, so shopping trip again?
All right, shopping trip.
Shopping trip. Let's go get the boys. And she's running outside.
Merle's just sitting there oh man.
Mirel, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh
Okay.
no.
I can do it.
We believe.
Oh, it's an 18.
That's
An
good.
18. Yeah. You, from what happened last night,
Mm-hmm.
while you were trying to sleep, you get the sensation that if you don't make sure to release, the pressure is probably going to build up in a few days.
Gotta pee real bad, eh?
Real bad.
Don't hold it in. That's not good for you.
Okay. Hmm.
Yes. But Trish, you run out while Mirel is left in the room, and there's a not so cat-like sound coming from the backpack. And eventually, Trish, you go where?
Into the boys' room. Not even
Okay,
knocking
you
this time, just straight
Burst
in.
into the door, and you catch Forrest trying to feed Tinker through a hole in a foam dome.
Oh,
I swear I've seen these in one of my kinky books as well.
hello, Trish. Good
Hi.
morning.
Why is Tinker's... not going to say that word here, but why is all these things around? What's this one and what's that?
These are rocks.
Oh, the rocks. Tinker's rocks. Okay, that was not the
Yes.
word I was going to use, but yeah, okay.
Oh, he's making
Um,
rocks.
Did you get my note, Tinker?
Hungry, so I'm giving him some of this food.
What note?
And
It's kind of
Trish-
muffled. Sorry. It's like, what note?
What? And Trish sort of looks over on the tray and goes,
It's kind of covered in spilled porridge.
just that one that's got food all over it. Could Don't worry about the note.
Well,
Don't worry about the note.
It's what you're talking about. And it sort of like picks it up and sort of like. Oh, here you go. He hands it to Trish.
Yeah, awesome. And Trish just pockets it. Too embarrassed now. Too embarrassed. Look.
No, I think I've done it. I think. Hold on. I'll come out. Just give me a second.
Do you need a hand? Are you right?
In which one of these rocks is he in?
You hear a bit of tapping from the larger one. You hear a bit of tapping.
Oh, I think they've all worked. Forrest, could you be a pal and break out, please? Break me out of here.
Oh, sure. Which
Forrest,
one do you want
hang
me
on,
to break?
Hang on, Forrest.
Oh,
Forrest.
please throw me
Forrest.
against the
Oh,
wall.
it's all right.
No. Forrest, we gotta realize something. We're about to have so much fun. He
Oh.
can't get out. So if we pick him up, go find a hill and roll him down, he'll have like a little ride.
I don't see how that'll get him out.
It will. He'll get out once he's down the bottom of the hill.
I could just smash it though.
No, but he'll have so much more fun doing this.
Josie, just as a reminder, how long is a round in combat?
6 seconds.
Cool. All of a sudden, every single rock just shatters and collapses. All in one go, disintegrates into like almost like a fine powder all over the room. It's like no one's vacuumed the floor for.
God, it's just like asbestos everywhere.
It's terrible. And this in the middle of the biggest pile, you see Tinker going,
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh,
Done.
Yeah, well,
didn't even hit it.
there goes the fun.
What's fun? I haven't had this much fun in years.
But anyway, us girls have decided something. Apparently we are going shopping because we got a mission tonight.
More shopping?
Yes.
Oh, going back to the sewers. Yes. I assumed as such.
Oh, yes, going back to the stinky place.
Yes.
When we ran into Morel and you, Forrest, you were chasing someone, or we were chasing someone.
Oh, that's right. Yes, it was the guy from that opened the thing in the first place.
But
Going on.
we need face masks, is what I've been told by Morel. She's got one. So we're gonna go shopping for one of them.
Oh, it's not that bad. I've smelled worse.
That, and I don't know if we'll find masks that'll,
and Tinker's kind of like,
Well, I might have the same
Forrest,
issue,
I'm
but
That's what I'm implying.
oh my lord.
How will we?
Morel.
What do you want?
And Morel is standing and
Do you
leaning
need a
against.
new dress for the
fucking wall.
sewers, Trish?
A new dress for the sewers. And
That's
Trish
that's what the shopping's for, isn't it?
no, it was for the
That would be
face
terribly
mask.
impractical and expensive, but we had to go dress shopping for everything.
Well, I thought.
I mean,
so, but
I would love to take
I don't
dresses
know what
everywhere.
Trish does.
But
A lot of impractical things.
so
Right, like dresses for all occasions.
Exactly.
Got it. Yes.
just
So
gotta
what kind of
hire
dress
someone
do
to
you
butler
give
my
me this
clothes
time,
around for me.
are you like?
Trish gets Morel. Can I just
Ooh.
borrow your face mask for a quick second? I want to see if it works on my face.
Sure. And she just hands it over.
And Trish tries to put it on. Does it work?
No, it looks like it's floating, like in the air, like a couple of inches from your illusion-covered face.
Also, Forrest is sort of rummaging around in his backpack while you're doing this, and like finds the wooden clogs, and is like, here you go.
The clogs.
Yes,
Thank you.
I didn't use these last time for shopping, so now you can use these this time.
There you go. Looks like we're all set.
So much.
I think you're adorable. You really are, Forrest. And
Oh, thank you.
Trish puts them away.
Right.
Takes
how
off
about
the
we get some
mask.
grub?
Well, that food was for you, Tinker, but
Oh, I got a slice of bread.
And half the porridge.
No, you can't. That actually went into concoction number 35. And that I don't want to talk about that one. That would not turn out.
By the way,
was it hungry?
Tinker?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad to eat.
Boys, we are not paying for this room to be clean. Us girls, we're not a part of this. This is out of your money.
No.
Chris walks away.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Chris walks away.
Leave it under the rug. It's okay. No one will ever know.
Trish is gone. She's downstairs.
As Trish leaves, and you say, "No one will ever know, Tinker." Familiar ginger elderly gnome looks at you from the hallway.
Round
just
two.
Keep walking.
That's beautiful.
As I said, we'll sweep it under a rug.
Eventually, you all gather downstairs and you get some proper food. And there's a fair amount of people having gathered in here this morning. A lot more than you expected, perhaps more than yesterday. And all of them seem to be talking actively about something. Like there's a lot of hubbub, a lot of sound. You can hear conversations overlapping each other, and an excitement, but a neutrally toned excitement. Like something's going down, but it's not necessarily something people like think highly of. And you do hear someone say, first time since the war. Someone else says, we've heard that so many times, it's probably just a rumor. Another one says, all the members of the Ingenuity will be present.
Oh. Girl wants to listen in more.
I think it
for that conversation.
absolutely
Yeah.
has his ears cocked in that direction.
Yeah, and you find out quite quickly just by listening. Around noon, there's apparently going to be a gathering of important figures from the city at the heights of Ingenuity, on the side of the fire, like on the north side of the Fireside Market, to have a council of sorts to discuss how to proceed with the Leviathan.
Okay. Cool.
And nothing much else. There's a lot of speculation, a lot of people like pondering who might be there. Like, is Heat going to be there? Is it one of those meetings? The Bulwark? Do you think they'll all be gathered? And a bunch of other names. You do also hear them mention something about the Rusted Reform going to be present for a demonstration yet again.
Okay. Cool.
Whereabouts is this?
It is in the middle of the map. Well, middle north.
Don't worry, I can get us there. It'll be fine. I know the city like the back of my claw.
Like you did last time.
No. I know fish. I mean, hang on. I got us where we needed to go last time, didn't I? Yes. That horrible shop with that horrible shop owner. Who tackles these customers in the streets.
Tragedy. Look at your feet.
I mean,
But
don't
not
follow
from
me.
that
I
shop.
found a sex shop.
You did what?
I hope we all just stop what we're saying. It just turns into
There's a couple of people like in itself nearest who just don't stop conversation, but there's definitely a couple like, what?
Trust me, I didn't want to be there. I just stumbled upon it.
And you went in.
Sex shop.
Who said I went in? I said I stumbled upon it.
Was it really small?
Yes.
I did go in, but what did I see? Forrest, I think we need to talk about the birds and the bees first, and this is not the place to do that.
Birds and bees?
I feel like Morel has also never heard that phrase and is
No.
like she's gonna put two and two together, but be like, that is a weird way to put it.
I'm not talking to Forrest about sex.
You do not have to spell it out.
What is that?
See, Forrest does not know what is
Or
that.
if you do not know, I'll explain it later.
Oh, all right.
It is not important.
Well, I would say actually the act of copulation is very important for the furtherment of all the
All right,
races.
I'm going to go to the kitchen.
Tinker says that in his normal voice.
It's a very involving topic, actually.
I mean, I have a book or two.
You do, and they are disgusting.
Look, I'm very sorry. If you have not picked up already, I'm still learning a lot of my words. So, you'll have to please forgive me. What's copulation?
Tinker, you said the word. Morel, I'm coming. You need me help with food? Trish is
Morel's
up and-
gone, baby.
Trish is up and gone to go get food.
Yeah, as the two of you walk over to the bar, you see Valia again. She's busy, like, getting plates of food together, filling up tankards with various drinks, sending them out. You do see the little gnome Pharaoh is running around, like, in between people's legs with food and drinks and just, like, putting down on table, gathering some coin. That seems to be a very busy morning.
Mirel is going to approach Valia when there's like a lull, just even a little bit of pause, and go, did you need any help this morning?
Not really. I'm assuming it's gonna die down pretty soon. I think we're
Alright.
through the word.
All right.
But thank you for offering.
Just if you needed to. I've washed a couple dishes, so. All right.
No,
And you're
no,
else-
it's fine. You're guests. It's fine.
She just kind of like backs up and like goes back to the table where I imagine a conversation's taking place.
If anyone's bold enough to explain it to Forrest.
Oh, I will. I'll do it.
Tinker has deferred. The conversation will be. It's one to have later if need be.
So, what are you all planning to do with the rest of your day?
Josie, I think we're going shopping.
Going shopping?
We're going shopping, but also
Second day in a row.
if we don't go shopping near the Heights of Ingenuity, I'm gonna leave you all and go to the Heights of Ingenuity.
Well, I mean, Tinker would probably go like he probably would not see the need for a mask. He'd be he's not very concerned with that at all.
You could probably be fine.
Mm.
But it doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt. I cannot remember what I charged you for the mask,
Oh,
but
I feel
I
like it was
think
13 copper. But I
13
could
copper?
maybe hold on.
yes, that you know what that sounds about right. And Trish, you are eventually caught. You're in the store, the hardware store that Mirel had gone to, taking a detour through the same street where you know they're selling them, while on your way towards the fireside market, ever so slowly. And you are standing in what can only be described as the Simoran part of the shop. They are selling masks, but they are some that are labeled differently, and there's almost like little images on some where there's a silhouette of a head with a flat face, and some with where they have a snout.
Oh yeah.
And you're standing looking at the ones with snouts when an emberkin with long braided dark brown hair with a little bit of gray in it wearing a worker's apron, but very nice clothes. On the elderly side, a woman comes up and says, "My dear, should you not be looking on the other side?"
I have a friend who's, and she goes like, "Snell has a."
Oh, I see. I
And,
see.
yeah,
Well, these are all adjustable, so size shouldn't be any
Yeah.
problem.
Okay, yeah. I just got a friend with us now, and he does some work that's a bit hazardous and all that.
No,
sort of
I
stuff.
understand.
And I thought this might be quite a nice and practical present for him.
Oh, they're very good. They're very good. They get the job done for sure.
Yeah, okay.
But we do have, if it's very hazardous, we do have some that are more for heavy duty, if you will. If you come with me this way, I can show you some other stock we have that might be better suited. Could you tell me a bit more what this friend of yours does?
He deals with acid, sort of
Acid.
yeah.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah,
Can be
yeah.
very like even with a well ventilated workspace, I understand
yeah.
the conundrum. Yes, we do have some over here that are more heavy duty that can handle a little bit more. If you would like.
I think I'll definitely grab one of these, but I wanted to come have a look at what you've got.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so you could always compare.
Yes.
And she leads you over like just a couple of bits away. They're very similar, but with a more sturdy construction. She describes to you it has more comfort, but a better seal around the mask itself. The filtering system seems to be similar, but it has a built-in extra filter as well.
What's
she
the
says,
price
this-
between the two?
Well, the one you are holding is 13 silver pieces, while this one is 30 silver pieces.
Oh,
No, I think copper pieces,
copper pieces.
not silver.
I think it was
Sorry,
copper. Yeah.
Yeah.
pieces.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to find the exact.
My
but
brain. No,
that's
don't worry
cool.
about it.
Okay, cool.
So 13 and 30.
Yes.
I might go with the 13 for now because I don't know how long he stays with the acid and all that sort of stuff.
That's fair. But if he runs into trouble, make sure that he contacts an authorized physician and
Yep.
that he stays safe. And you are welcome to come back.
Definitely. Thank you so much. You helped me so much.
Yeah,
Um,
always happy to help. Anything else you need?
No, that's it. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'll help you ring you up.
Alright.
And you can expend 13 silver pieces
Yep.
and add the item to your inventory. Yes,
Copper.
13 copper pieces. Sorry.
You could do silver, but then you could give the leftover to me.
Yes,
And
and
what-
I
Gas mask?
it's an item. I think it's called filtered mask or something.
Is a filtered mask. Where are you?
Yep, found it.
What is it?
Yeah.
While Trish is in the hardware store buying a gas mask, what are the rest of you all doing?
Mirelle is actually probably staying, like, she's probably not in there because she's already got one, but she's probably kind of loitering around the front of that area.
Forrest would be probably with you, and at some point he'd want to just sort of sidle up to Meryl and be like, "Meryl, how do you think where I should find the boat that Bear Bar is on, the Azure Horizons? I've been thinking about it, and I really don't know. I came here led by one bit of information, but this is all I've got to go on now, and I'm a little bit stuck. I've been thinking about it, and I'm not sure how to get from here to there."
Well, the ocean is very big, Forrest.
It's so big.
You have no idea.
Probably not.
So, instead of going to them, why not make them come to us?
Oh. How do you do that?
I'm not sure yet, but I feel like if you have something worthwhile, surely pirates will want it, no?
No.
No, that was a yes.
you said no.
Pirates will want it.
They want... I don't know if I have anything they want. What would they want?
I am not sure
What do pirates
either.
like? Do they like sticks?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say no. Ha, no pun intended. And she actually sighs at that one. She can't believe it.
So, what do pirates like then, if not sticks?
Probably gold. A lot of people like, shiny things. Pirates
Okay.
and a lot of people are like crows.
So I need gold, is what you...
Or you just have to make someone else believe that you have something very valuable. And that you are the only person. And that if they want to get their hands on it, they need to talk to you.
I see. Where do I get this gold?
It will not give us gold, but we could work if you want. Might not be bad to have some money anyway.
Oh, yes, you told me about that. Yes, you've been very generous to me, Morel. I'd like to be able to give back to you in kind.
Forrest, it is not a competition.
No.
You have already helped me. Probably
sure,
more
of
times than
course.
you think.
I help if I can. But if I need gold to get a pirate, then I suppose you're gonna have to show me how.
All right. Well, how about we look for some work, and we also look for some information.
Okay. And work will get us gold, and information will get us pirates.
And she kind of claps him on the shoulder and goes, "Work will get us copper."
Copper. And then you put the coppers in, and you get gold. Right?
Yes, eventually.
Yes, I remember Trish was telling me you put the coppers into and you get I don't quite get it still, but there's something about many sticks and I didn't. It seems pretty silly.
It is a lot of sticks, Forrest.
You hear a little ahem, and you look down in between you, and Tinker's been there the whole time.
Oh my god.
Oh, hello, Tinker.
Merle kind of steps back.
I didn't see you there, sorry.
Not many people do. But I couldn't help but overhear, considering the conversation was going above me. You need gold.
Yes, gold for pirates.
Why don't we just steal some gold?
Steal gold?
Tinker. And
Yes.
without trying to be condescending, she kind of like lowers herself so that Forrest might not hear as much and goes, "Look."
Forrest scratches down with you to be part of the huddle.
Oh,
And
no,
she just-
this
she
is
just
weird.
leaves.
Don't get on my level. I don't like this.
and she just goes, "Tinker, Forrest
Yes,
seems like a very nice person,
thank you.
and I do
Yes,
not
yes.
think that we should ruin that for him."
I was just suggesting that we could skip the whole copper silver parts and it's just an option.
All right, it
Oh,
is an
we can go
option, but it
straight
is
to
not the
gold.
first option. All right.
But that's fine. I was just putting it out there. I thought I was involved in the conversation considering it was something above me, but it's fine. It's okay.
I welcome your input.
No, if we can get gold without having to put all the coppers together to make a gold, then that sounds better.
Look, Forrest, it is an option, but it makes It is. Do you know what stealing is?
No.
I didn't think so. It makes other people mad.
I
You
don't
take
want
something that is not yours, and it is
Oh, no,
and
Tinker.
it is mad at you.
No,
I feel like I'm being sculpted.
I'm not
You
stealing, I'm
don't
just
take
playing
things
him.
that are yours unless they say you can have them.
Coming from him.
The sculpting from Forest, I love it.
If you take things that aren't yours, Tinker, that's bad. You cannot do that.
Hold on. No. You only take it from those who deserve to have it taken off them.
Does it?
Robin Hood.
How do you mean?
Well, say, for example, you've got a very bad man who's done a lot of very bad things,
Right.
yet they have a lot of gold. What if you took their gold, gave some of it to nice people, and then kept some of it yourself? Now, is it as bad?
Yes. Wait. No, taking is bad. You don't take.
But we took it from a bad person,
Oh.
and we gave some to good people.
So if you're saying if you take from someone who did a taking, are you taking it from the taker? You could see like
Control two brain cells working over
Now
time.
we're thinking in the right direction.
So you just want to steal from pirates, huh? I mean, that would
To
get them.
attract further pirates.
Wait, but don't we need gold to get pirates? Are you saying we need pirates to get gold so that we can get pirates?
Precisely.
But then how do we get the pirates in the first place?
First, we need information.
Oh,
Now look
Just
what's
walked
done.
out and see
He's got a headache.
Forest like this, Tinker smiling, and Meryl's going like that, and she's like, "What's going on, guys?
Nothing.
What does Forest look like? He's got a
We were
headache."
talking about the complexities of
big
morality.
is so
Turns
complicated.
out, bigger topic than I thought.
I'm puzzled.
It's
Should we
very
just go?
confusing. Oh, did you get your dress?
A face mask this time.
A dress for
Sure.
your face.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, the face dress, right? Sure.
Yes, as these are my feet dresses, and these are.
Oh, feet dresses. I get it now. Right. Leg dress. Body dress.
Yes, body dress.
Oh.
Yes,
Face dress.
Face dress.
Foot dress.
Foot dress.
Ha!
Hair dress.
I'm going to regret that at some point.
I regret a lot of things.
Hmm.
This is not one of them.
And then like Trish points to Morel's backpack. See?
Back dress.
It's storage dress.
Storage dress.
Yeah.
Cat dress. Cat
Ah,
dress.
cat dress.
That's a backpack. It's no, how is a backpack like a dress? No, it doesn't matter. Anyway,
Well,
are we
it's
going
on the
to
cat,
that
isn't
big
it?
meeting thing or not? What? I'm gonna go.
I would like to go to the meeting.
I want to know what they're gonna do
They're
with
all-
the giant whale.
What meeting?
It is not a whale, it is a fish.
There's a meeting about a fish.
I
Maybe you can
remember
go
the big
fishing for us.
fish.
Oh,
The one that
you mean
squashed
the
us.
one in the air and then it. Oof.
Yes.
Oh, I remember that. Yes.
Would you like to go and see what is going on with it?
Oh, did they get it?
I mean, it's pretty valuable. There might be
I-
pirates trying to figure out how to get away with it.
Did they get it back in the air?
No, I do not think so.
Oh. I mean,
But yes, maybe pirates.
Is it
No,
gonna
I'm sorry.
fall on
There
us
won't be
again?
pirates there.
There might be pirates.
But Tinker, there might be pirates anywhere.
There could be
could be
pirates even behind around this
anywhere.
corner, in that alleyway. Who knows?
Come on, you guys are being
Fox runs
mean.
over and
Let's
looks
go.
at the alleyway. Are any of you pirates?
You yell down. You get no response, but then you feel something bump up against your leg.
Oh, hello.
And you see a copper-framed glass screen
A what?
on a singular wheel. It's like a copper tubing frame with a shade, like a pane of glass in the middle,
Right.
and it has one singular wheel. And there's a little a little box at the top that says "Eat your food over at the Lofty Inn."
Oh. I don't have any food at the moment.
No,
Eat
it
your
was-
food at the Lofty Inn, and there's an image of like a smiling face holding a fork, like
Tinker
a
runs
smiling
over.
face and a hand holding a fork on the glass screen.
Oh, we just ate breakfast, but thank you.
Tinker runs over and pounces on it.
I know. I was like,
What, relation size-wise, like it's like what?
It's about the same height.
Yeah, Tinker
Oh,
pounces on it.
perfect. Tinker, we do not jump on other people's wheels.
I want to know what it is.
And you hop up on it, and it goes, "Eat your food at the Lofty Inn," and it just
I
goes
knew that,
like in
and
a circle, like it's trying to shake you off, and it's just like going in a circle, and someone comes running out of a nearby store and says, "Oi, get off the ad bot!
The ad what?
The ad bot!
Ad what?
I pay good money for that thing.
Yeah, well, it's bumping into my friends.
It's doing its job. Now get off!
What, hassling strangers?
It's not hassling.
It's asked me out to breakfast.
Advertising."
No, advertising, smasvertising. If you have to advertise your food, then it must be very good.
Or there's a lot of people who haven't tried it yet, and I'm
Okay,
trying to get
very
them
good.
to.
There you go. Get better food, more people will try it.
Get off the ad-bot, or I'm calling the guards.
Oh, fine. Call the guards to fight your fights for you. That's okay.
And Tinker jumps off the bot.
Thank you.
Forrest leans down to the robot and is like, I'm sorry about him. He doesn't know his manners.
Eat your food at the Lofty Inn.
Behind Tinker's back, one of his hands is holding a screw.
No.
And it
Oh,
wheels away. You see someone else like entering the city street, and it wheels over to them, and you hear, "Eat your food at the Lofty Inn." It just
Poor
keeps
ad-bot.
going down, up and down the street, like rolling up to people.
It must be really hungry. Should we give it some food?
I wonder what this did.
No, it wants you to eat the forest.
Oh,
But there
well,
specifically.
if it makes it happy. I mean, he just pulls out a bit of food. He's like, thank you.
As it's going, someone gives it like a little pat on the top, and you see the little speaker box just falls off, and it's just hanging from the cords.
Eat your food,
And at this point, we're all
Yeah, it still sounds okay, but the little box is like scraping against the glass as it's moving.
Seeing this, Tinker just throws the screw into an alley somewhere. Like,
Very good. What? It's bumping into people and annoying them.
All right. If we were to look at that store, because I don't believe in coincidences, if we were to look at that store, like, what was it just a regular restaurant?
It looks like a place that serves food. It's very
food.
nondescript. Like, you had not even managed to catch that this place existed before the guy came running out yelling about his ad bot.
I mean, that's effective advertising, I suppose, isn't it?
Okay. And we're almost at the fireside. I think I know where we are. Okay.
Honestly, I'm just gonna do the thing. I'm gonna show you guys are currently about here, actually.
Oh, in Steeltown. Okay.
and where
Cool.
do we want to get to for
The
meal?
north side of the fireside market.
Yeah. Oh, okay. In the Heights of Ingenuity. Yeah.
Yeah. So we
At
want
the
to.
base, the meeting was gonna be at the base of the Heights of Ingenuity.
Excellent.
Yeah. Mirelle's gonna just she's just gonna go, just hold on a minute. And she's gonna know that they're in Steeltown, which is a little bit more fancy. But she's gonna just step foot inside the little what is it, Lofty Inn?
Yeah, the Lofty Inn.
The Lofty Inn. All right. Who's eating in there? Does anyone look shady and suspicious?
Make a perception check.
Oh,
Or an
yes.
insight check, I suppose, if you want to try to read the people eating here.
You know what? They're the same, so sure. We'll go insight. Oh my gosh. If I can click it. There we go. An 18.
An 18. You look inside and it's fairly empty. You see the kitchen is actually at the bottom. It just looks like a counter you go up and order to. There's like menus set up for visual. And then there's a spiral staircase that leads up to an upper floor where there seems to be some people eating. You give a quick glance up and you get the vibe that the only people in here are probably related to the guy who came out.
Okay.
There's like what looks like no random paying customers in here right now. But it's also like after breakfast time, before lunchtime.
If the guy that yelled at Tinker is around, she'll just kind of wave to him and say, "Oh, sorry about my friend. He gets excited."
And the guy looks up from like behind the counter. He seems to be working with some of the food and says, "I don't care. Are you gonna order some food or get out?"
No, I'm going to get out.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Oh, rude. No wonder he's got no customers.
Right? And she's just gonna kind of give him a little bit of a look and then just leave. Yeah.
He does the thing where he's like trying to intimidate you. He's just like doing the thing like, "What do you want? Huh?" As you're leaving.
Is the ad bot still out there?
Yeah, it's currently going up and down the street, but it's now a bit wobbly and people are looking at it more out of concern than interest. As you see the little box where the sounds come from is like now it's starting to create what is most definitely going to become a permanent mark just like across the glass pane.
Excellent.
Oh my gosh. You know what? She'll take note of that and maybe come back for that. I'm not above stealing this man's ad bot, by the way. I want you to know that.
After seeing Morel go in there to go sort of say, "So, what was it like in there? Terrible atmosphere? Rude staff?"
Oh, there's no doubt that he got a bot because he cannot talk to people.
I told him. I said, terrible food, terrible atmosphere, terrible everything. It just... If only people listened to me.
Are you going to finish off the bot or leave it in misery?
I'm sorry. Finish off the bot?
No, I'm just you're going to leave it like that.
Oh, absolutely. This is much more fun.
She just shakes her head and walks on.
No, hear me out.
I'm hearing you out. Walk with me. Why are you saying this right in front of the... No tact.
No, none at all. You got such a low tax score, remember?
Yeah, he spent it all. Well, I guess there weren't any pirates after all.
Do not give up hope.
Yeah, just keep checking down random alleyways. I'm sure we'll find one.
Really?
Maybe. Can't know if you don't try.
That's true.
What if the one alleyway you don't yell down, "Hey, are there any pirates here?" is the exact alleyway where all the pirates meet?
Oh, that would be bad.
That would be terrible.
I'd never find him again unless we got gold.
Absolutely. And as we've discussed, taking the gold is bad, so we have to work for it, and that's going to take a very long time.
Right.
So as a visual, you're riding the robot and on it, and it's got a wheel moving along, right?
Oh, no.
No,
We've
we
left the robot.
behind.
Left the robot to its fate.
Okay, I thought you were bringing it along.
Oh gosh, no! He had to get off it.
Imagine... Okay, but like you could easily mount a cannon on that. I'm just saying.
That's
I'm just saying.
in that case, as Tinker is walking, Trish is gonna poke a tail out and trip Tinker for saying all that shit out front of Boris.
I'm gonna ask you for a sleight of hand check, Trish.
Slide of tail.
18.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, Tinker just falls splat on the ground.
He continues talking because I assume he was talking. He just
Yeah.
sort of picks himself up and just dusts himself off while talking. Does not bat an eyelid at it.
Wow.
It's like it never happened to him.
Wow.
It's constantly falling down.
So, where do we go now then?
I think it is this way, and Mirelle will kind of point them towards where she remembers the market to be from the day before.
Yes. Hold on. I'm lost in my notes.
Oh my gosh,
I swear I had notes,
So,
but they're
right?
gone.
Yeah, you better be
What
keeping
do
track.
you- So, what do you want to know about this fish, Morel?
Oh, well, you know, as I come from a fishing village, I
Oh.
have an interest in the fish
Sure, you want
Just
to eat it.
as a fish. It is a bit too big for me.
Well, I mean, over time, maybe.
It would feed a lot of people.
It would, but
And
do we know if it is
sure.
even good eating? Sometimes big things, they are not good eating.
so you want to find out if you can eat it or not. Might be a
Sure.
bad fish.
I mean, the leeches do come out of it.
Yes, would that not put you off?
Oh, I didn't want to eat leeches. I don't know if that's a good idea, Morel.
I don't think we're going to try biting them anytime soon.
I
Especially
would
once
not.
we get to the sewage.
Is the big one a big leech?
It's a leech on society's resources at the moment, yes.
I have no idea. I think Josie described it as a fish, but I don't. It's not.
Yes,
There's a fish,
the
okay.
big Leviathan looked very very match.
Very much.
That's very much like a big fish.
It had the vibe of a coelacanth.
Oh yeah, that's right. God,
And also one of those like old, like what were they called, like plate armor looking prehistoric fishes kind of vibe. And then its underside was covered in these tendrils that
Oh,
almost
okay,
looked like
okay.
hairs, and some of them detached and just fell into the city.
Okay. Right.
You know, now that I think about it, I feel like if you got hands on one of those, like a piece of that thing, that would be cargo that possibly pirates would be interested in.
Oh,
It's a rare species.
do they like it better than gold?
Well, if it's rare, it can be
You
sold
can
for-
all make me a history check.
Ooh.
History.
Oh, baby.
How does Trish know in
That
history?
tracks.
Tinker is talking out of his ass.
I know my history.
Here comes. Oh, Trish knows a bit of history.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
20, baby.
yeah. Tinker has no idea what he's talking about, but he is nonetheless completely confident in what he is talking about. Forrest has very little knowledge at all. He's still trying to piece together what is what. Just generally, as he said, he's still learning words. So he might know a lot of things. He just doesn't know how they are expressed.
Mhm.
And he knows a lot of things he doesn't necessarily have context for either.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Mirelle and Trish, both of you carry a fair amount of education in your back. And both of you know through various means that, yes, Leviathans, specifically their hearts, are considered invaluable, both on the black market, but also in international trade. So yes, pieces of Gavanite Leviathans are considered something incredibly valuable, not only for collectors, but they carry a lot of magical power. They carry a lot of size. They are not hunted usually, like at all, because the only legal hunting of Gavanite Leviathans is when they attack ships. Like, it's only allowed to be done for self-defense, and you know that there's actually a group specifically for this referred to as the Dishonored.
Just... Right.
Yes.
Trish does
Which
not
is
tell anyone there. Trish does not tell any information to these guys at all. She does not want...
Sounds like a lie, yeah.
Yeah.
No one actually knows that there's a valuable piece on that.
Yeah.
For it.
Can't validate his
No, his confidence doesn't need that ego boost.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Trish, you would know through generic education that you've had that indeed Gavanite Leviathans are often, whenever they are found dead or killed, legally or illegally, they are very quickly stripped for parts and sold off for profit, which goes fast. And coming from a place known as the Smuggler's End by the ocean, Mirel, you are very aware that these parts go quick. They go all over the place, and also because of your magical origin as a sorcerer, you can almost feel that they are like innately magical as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Morel would just kind of go, oh, perhaps. But there could be better ways.
Well, I'm pretty small. I can get in and out of places. Just get me close enough. I'll cut a hair off.
Just one hair. Let me have one scale. Well, let's go to the meeting and see what is going on first, yes?
I agree.
Yes.
I think it'll help, yeah?
It might give us some ideas.
Yeah.
At least something to do until we go traipsing along in the sewers.
Sure, yeah.
Not excited.
Takes a little bit of time to get back there to the Fireside Market. It's very busy. There's people everywhere. There's like large masses of peoples and crowds gathering, not only for shopping, doing their daily grocery runs. A lot of people seem to be working. Some might be having an early lunch. But you also see more of those ad bots that you hadn't clocked before. They're around, but they don't seem to be here really advertising any stores. Instead, there seems to be warnings. They seem to be doing what's it called, PSAs. Like these ones don't have. They do seem to have a box that could project sound, but they're not being in use. Instead, it's just visual. As they're going around and just showing like almost like a flickering screen. Every few seconds it changes. One of them says the equivalent of like see something, say something, or keep your belongings in your pockets, or just generic stuff like that. But also, they say at noon there will be a meeting. There will be a gathering at the Heights of Ingenuity. They also mention to stay away from the large stage. And say, for your own safety, please steer clear of the event location west of the Heights.
Okay.
So it's just doing a lot of PSAs, and you hear people talking, they're gathering. You hear rumors. Some people are going like, oh, is it true that Hathok is going to show up today? And some people go like, there's been rumors like that almost every time something happens. She's not going to show up. And other people go, you think they're going to kill the thing? Take it out of his misery? Some other people go, what if they decide to just chop it up into pieces and throw it back into the ocean?
Jesus.
It's like people are speculating, they're saying things, going back and forth.
Are there any pirates down here?
Taurus yells outright. And a couple of people look your direction, but no one really seems to pay you any mind. You do see like a couple of people throw you an eye, like, what is going on here? And then they go back to their own business.
And this is every street they've passed so far has been the same. Because he doesn't want to miss the one.
It's true. It's true. And Morel's going, "This is your fault, Tinker."
I'm
So
sure
he sort of
now.
like jogs to catch up with the party after he's checked and is like, "Oh, weren't there any ones down there either?"
What a surprise.
This
So
might be
what's
my
wrong?
fault, but you're not stopping him.
What time is it anyway in the game? Because I can't.
10:30.
Yeah.
And you said the meeting was going to be at 12.
Yes.
So with with
Sorry. Did anything happen?
Excuse me.
I heard noise.
Pay no attention to the dice log, everyone.
Okay.
Excuse me. What
Yeah.
is this?
I don't like that it happened again.
Yeah, I hate hearing it.
Game Master?
I'm
Question
just
mark?
trying,
Question mark?
I'm just
Roll the
trying
question
things
mark.
out.
Trying things out, she says.
As the group is distracted with Forrest calling out the pirates, Trish is gonna stealth away from the group and go find Nala.
Okay, you want to go look for Nayla?
Oh, Nayla, sorry. Yeah. So
Yeah,
she's gonna
sure.
like just go.
Make a
Wait.
stealth check.
Oof.
Everyone sees Trish trying to excuse herself, because there's just wherever she goes, people are like, "Oh, okay," because she is physically taking up more space than she does visually.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of people going like, "Oh, excuse me, sorry, what?"
So I should keep hold of where my body parts are.
And you just see her like go away, heading off.
Oh, bye, Trish.
Should we follow?
I don't know. She's
Uh,
just going and not telling us where she's going. That's fine, I
Trish,
suppose.
where are you going?
Trish pretends not to hear and keeps walking.
That's awfully
Yeah,
rude.
she's walking off. And with the throng of people, it is quite easy to understand that she might not hear you, because there's a lot. It's like a lot of people. You do still have this one central fountain almost, but it's not a fountain as you get closer. It's more like a large fire pit that's just constantly lit. And people are sitting there eating food, talking, conversing. A lot of cafes and a restaurant here, as well as like open stores and sheds.
Cool. Mirelle is going to go, just a moment. And she's going to push her way after Trish in the wake of Trish.
Oh no.
And hopefully catch up.
Do you want us to come as well?
No, I'll be right back.
Oh, all right.
Right.
Yeah, you catch up to Trish.
Trish, at
Oh.
least just tell us when you'll be back or where you want to meet.
I was. How do you know where I went? I thought it was being so good.
People are tripping on your tail.
That's very embarrassing. No, I need to go see my friend real quickly, and I'll be
That's
back
fine.
before.
I do not care where you're going. Just
Yeah.
come
But
back. Yeah.
back before the meeting at 12. Hopefully, it's just I don't want Tinker to follow.
I do not think he's going to come. Look,
He's
encouraging
just,
Forest.
yes, he's just got, unfortunately bigger ears than I like. He likes to listen in, and I don't want that. So, yes, I need to go find a friend.
All right, just.
I should be back before the meeting.
Yes. No, we'll be there. And yeah, she just goes back to the group.
And she, Trish goes, I thought I was being sneaky as heck, and turns around. Oh.
Yeah, as you turn around, you definitely feel like someone goes like, "Oh, sorry," and So I'm gonna ask Trish, where are you going to find your friend?
I did put it in the notes.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't save because my computer died on the internet.
No, it's true. That's a valid excuse. You did.
Because I've got the whole go make yourself useful and go on the sewers thing, but not the place.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you a clue.
No.
If she's a governmental employee, where do you think she is?
Oh, the government buildings, obviously.
Yeah, where's that?
That is because I'm totally gonna bullshit my way through this.
Yeah.
Can Trish roll for intelligence?
Yes. You can make an intelligence check. The DC isn't high.
11, baby.
11. Yeah, no, you know that she said she works in the office of the Heights of Ingenuity.
Oh, dang it. Yeah, all right.
Well, that's
I
good.
saw the barracks there real quick. I'm like, oh, that one.
No, so you head towards the Heights, and you are immediately stopped by a couple of guard-looking figures. They have the uniform of the Bulwark, who says, "Excuse me, can we see your pass?"
A pass? I'm here to see someone in the office. They said I was allowed.
Well, considering what is happening in not but an hour, we have tightened security. Who are you seeing? We could maybe pass along a message.
Naylor Artwig.
They nod at each other like they definitely recognize the name. And one of them says, "I'll go have a see if there is enough time. Naylor is partaking in the upcoming meeting, so do not be surprised if she's unavailable."
Tell her it'll just be quick.
I shall. And he starts jogging up the hill. And it's like these massive stairs that go up these multi-tiered hill all the way up to these large school buildings. And he just starts jogging up. You can see every now and then he slows down and he walks. At one point he stops. And it's going to take him a while to get all the way up there. While that's happening, what are the rest of the group doing?
What are the guys doing?
Well, you left Tinker alone with Forrest for.
I
2
came
minutes.
back after
2
like
minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah, that's 2 minutes too many. All right.
He can say a lot of things in 2 minutes if you let him.
Yeah.
No, actually. So, Josie, you mentioned that there was a lot of like those ad bots running around.
Yeah.
If there was one that was being particularly noisy or advertising a store or cafe or something, he doesn't touch the PSA ones. But only ones that are actually advertising like stores. If they come close, he will, after now checking one out and knowing the complete like inner workings from his little scuffle with one, as one comes by, if it's being like a annoying one, he would attempt to pilfer maybe a screw here, maybe a bolt here, maybe a little bit of wiring there, from any proper advertising ones, none of the PSA ones.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to make a perception check.
Okie dokie.
Oh no.
6.
You are eagle-eyed, keeping an eye out for any non-PSA ad bot that comes past. But none do.
Bugger. That's
You are so incredibly ready. You're standing, screwdriver and wrench, holstered and ready. But no one comes by with ample opportunity.
Sad.
Sad.
I'm sad.
Much
Sad.
Much sad. Oh well, he tried.
Big sad.
You do see as time is moving on, where they had these bulletin ads placed on this massive board. There is once again a couple of figures standing on boxes, just calling out, mentioning that they may have increased our security, but not in the commons. We can't let this stand. Like, and then someone else goes like, yeah, all the other places are safe. Well, we're having to hide inside as soon as a leech appears. What's going on with that? Well, someone goes, I heard they're going to bulldoze some of the houses just to make more room for street.
No, not gonna do that.
Is it safe to say that Morel has joined you two again, both of you?
I would say so.
Yeah. And we're probably nearing that bulletin board area.
It seems to be where it's safe to stand still. Most of the fireside market is in constant movement, but it's one of the few places where people don't like force you along, where there isn't a flow of traffic.
Okay.
And you also see that like here and there are like, not, I wouldn't say slots, but there are lanes in the street. And every now and then someone comes by on a weird, like, dual-wheeled, strange metallic framed vehicles.
Oh,
and they're
very
just propelling themselves forward along the ground.
Wow. That's wild. I bet Tinker would love that.
No, they haven't slighted him at all, so he's not really interested in them.
Oh, I see. I thought you'd just be interested, but that's fine. Yeah, Morel might mosey a little closer to the board to see if the jobs that she saw yesterday are still up there, are still the same, or the volunteer things. There were only 3, so I'm imagining they probably would be, but...
Yeah, no, they're still...
They're still there?
All of them still posted. You see on the side where there's this little glassed-in section with official city postings. You still see that there are 3 almost like volunteers needed signs.
Cool. Awesome. And just because Cuddly didn't write it down, but where would one meet for those? Are they all the bulwarks stuff?
It seems to be different depending on what you would want. One would be that you go to the Smeltville. Another one is like find a local guard captain, like a captain of the bulwark, like Harold Manson.
Yes.
And the last one says mostly to just go to the edge of the Spireworks and find a local guild.
Oh, cool.
And you see listed like under the one that where they says they need help with construction. There's several guilds listed, depending on what kind of work. There's masonry, metallurgy, woodworking.
Woodworking forest. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. So what's Forrest doing while Tinker is getting ready to disassemble bots? Morel is looking at job postings. Trish is waiting for someone to run up and down a bunch of stairs.
I don't know that Forrest has anything to do. If they're sort of just chilling in place for the moment, he's already yelled down the local alleyways to no avail. And
is he going to keep yelling about pirates?
I mean, in any alleyways that he hasn't yelled down yet as they pass them. Yep. That's the plan. But otherwise, it's kind of just carrying on with the party, really.
Okay. Just tagging along.
Just tagging along. Yeah, there's not really much call for him to need to do anything else. So, yeah, just yelling down alleyways, looking for pirates?
Mirel will come back to him after just, like, glancing at the bulletin board. And, I mean, at this point, I think she knows that his sword is, like, carved and stuff. So she knows he loves sticks. And she just goes, Forrest, there may be a woodworking job if you want. We can look at it. Yes, working with wood. You love wood, right?
Oh, yes. I have some. I made this.
Good. Let's. After the meeting, we will go look.
Oh, sure. What do you think, Gilbert's there?
Unfortunately, not.
No.
But maybe since they are guilds,
Maybe they know.
they would be. Maybe they know him. Yes. And she just kind of goes along with what you were gonna say.
All right. Yes, that sounds great. Thank you.
Yeah. And I believe as you're having that conversation, as Trish finally sees this guard coming back down the stairs, we're gonna go on a little break.
Yeah.
Ooh, very good.
So we're gonna have a bio break. Everyone stretch, go do your toiletries, go get your drinks, any snacks, and we will be back here in just a few minutes. We will be running ads, so we hopefully can not have them for the rest of the stream.
Yes.
Okay, everybody, we will be right back.
Bye.
Cat stream.
Cat stream. Let's go.
Cat stream. Wow.
Coffee stream.
Wait.
Is that Eleonora?
Yes.
Oh,
That's Eleanor right there.
I
Rather is.
Wow.
Stream.
Cat stream.
Two cats.
Cat stream.
oh, where's my ears? I think I put them in one of the boxes that I cleaned up.
Mine are unfortunately not in my usual accessory box.
No,
It's
no.
alright. I actually got a physical cat.
Noctia actually has made me a stream accessory box. Like, there's actually one down there now that has all my hats and things.
That's amazing.
That's so smart.
You want to move, don't you? You are no longer happy.
Oh,
All right. Sorry. All right. Back on the table. Where you gonna go? Where you
Look
gonna
at that
go?
fluffy
Cat butt.
tail.
Oh my gosh.
I'm now gonna open the door because he wants out.
Wow.
how are we doing, everyone? While we are letting our tired boy caffeinate.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I was just like, I suddenly
No,
like,
we will take this opportunity
hit a wall suddenly.
to remind everyone that on June 6th, we will be having the first of a series of one-shots. In order to join, you gotta be a member of the Discord community and have, at the time of June 6th, an active Twitch sub. What you do is you go in there, you mark your interest in the event that has been created, and you will have the opportunity to partake. We will be playing as the Midnight Suns Guild of Volunteers, trying to keep the Western Flatlands safe a decade and a half-ish after the Battle of Ebonspire. So I hope everyone's keen, everyone's excited.
Oh yeah.
And there will also be members of the cast partaking, so you get to play with us.
Ooh.
Who will? I mean, it's
Do I put
because
Caddies
it's
back
not
on?
it's not just you get to play in a world that we've played a full campaign in. You also get to play along with us, like as a group. However, if there are too many people who sign up, we will have to somehow maybe have to limit the numbers. But for now, just feel free to mark your interest. We will reach out closer to. There is also a D&D Beyond room that has been created that will be linked shortly. That also will have all the character creation instructions inserted into it.
Nice. We should probably also clarify this won't be streamed. So this will be
It
just
will not be
us.
streamed. It will not be recorded. It's just a fun little hangout.
A
A little private
yes.
game as a treat
A little-
for
As a
you guys.
treat,
No pressure for you.
no pressure at all. And also, we ask that make sure check the date and time. It should be localized, and only mark interest if you know and aim to be available at that time.
Yeah. I look forward to playing.
Yeah. Yeah, we look forward to it. I think a lot of the people here in our group as well look forward to see what has become of the world of Dormonia.
Oh yeah.
Lots of things have changed.
Yeah, I'm a
Lots
little
of things
nervous.
Yeah, the Fire Nation attacked. I heard.
Damn.
Yeah.
We
When
knew it.
Arthur disappeared into the Fire Nation.
Yeah, we might have forgotten to stop a few things from happening. So we can't stop all
It
the
was
fires.
also it was also a case of you can't make everyone happy.
Nah.
Yeah.
You can just help direct the future, like pick the direction, but not everyone's not gonna be happy regardless.
Trends have replaced artillery.
Finally, I've been
It's
waiting for
about
this.
time someone acknowledged our party's
Absolutely.
changes, right?
There may be a lot more trains because it's been that many years. So
That's a
it
lot
could
more
be
moving
the
bombs that I hear.
The infrastructure may be improved. Just saying.
Mm.
Yes. Oh dear.
And then it has 15 more animals.
Yeah.
If you can find her.
I will say that the cast members will not be playing their original characters.
No,
We would be
no.
way too
They will be playing new characters who are also part of the Midnight Suns Guild of Volunteers. Yes. And I will also say, for those who plan on being recurring players in these one-shots, you do not make a new character for every game. Make one that you feel comfortable playing a couple of times.
A two
Not
shot,
so much
perhaps.
of it.
Possibly even a three
Yes.
shot.
The character might just retire or become a background character, but don't go in with the idea of making new characters for every one shot you take part in. With that, how are we feeling?
Yeah, feeling
Good.
Feeling good.
I've had my
Get
dinner
into it before I
next.
flag again.
Yeah, let's get into it. Do you have statues? There are no statues.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow, Laura, I can't believe you've lied to me.
I mean,
Oh
Nana
my God.
statue would
That's sad.
I mean, Gerald has a bookshop, though. You're welcome to go buy a book. I'm sure he'd
Rudy
appreciate your
wrote a
patronage.
book.
Rudy wrote a book.
Rudy wrote a book.
If we just quickly, we know Arthur eventually becomes the captain of the Tide Rider. We know that Gerald opens a bookstore that also has a little hidden space in it. I think a little secret sanctum thing.
It was more that the bookshop was actually being operated out of the reflected city, and that the bookshop in Ebonspire is actually just a
Is it
projection.
portal? Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
and
safety
Rudy
reasons,
traveled the
obviously.
world spreading death.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, no,
I
that
mean-
sounds that tracks. That sounds about right.
No, more of a shepherd of the dead. He
Yes.
travels the world, healing the wounded and helping the dead pass on.
Yeah.
And Nana retired back into her house, into her home, adopted Jalira.
It's canon,
That's what
actually. We discussed this. It is canon. She was my last adoptee.
Yeah.
Does that mean you got a grandchild as well? Since Julia had
Kind of, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I did.
A grandchild.
Yeah.
Does she call you Gran?
Maybe. Or
Oh my
maybe
gosh,
Nan
you-
Nan.
Nana
Can you
Nana?
imagine the
Nana, Nana?
awkwardness of the
Nana Nana
of
Batman?
reintroducing Jalira to her child, saying, "Yeah, your mother went through a phase, tried to take over the world, but it's all over now."
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
recovering now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will say, you're saying going to be revived 100 years later, Donk. The 100 years into the future of Vermonia, there would only really be one person up for revival. That would be Nana. Because Gerald, upon death, has to fuse with the Reflected City if he can't find a way to evacuate the demons. And Rudy is facing the final death. He's got no more comebacks. He's on his actual last life. And
Although-
Arthur's an elf.
yeah, Arthur's an elf. Although Gerald does have access to Professor Orb, so maybe they could work something out.
Maybe they could work something out, but he still wouldn't be viable for a resurrection, really. Because when you do die, unless you've done something about the bottle, the prison, that old thing.
Personally, I like to think of Nana as more of an Uncle Iroh sort of situation, where like you might find her, but you're not really sure if she's there or not. Like
she will be serving tea, though.
She's probably there, maybe serving some tea, maybe some cookies. But then you're like, did we actually meet her?
That's true. We gotta, because canonically, this was not because Denny unfortunately had to step aside from the campaign for most of it. It was never brought up, but Goose was involuntarily entered into a tournament of power that we have to settle at some point. Yeah, he only, in one of our we had a text format story about Goose. He did run into one of the other participants known as the Badger. And Goose tricked the Badger into not having a death to mortal combat, but instead a friendly arm wrestling battle.
Nice.
I love that. That is exactly what he'd do.
But for any new viewers who's come in since we started this session, I'm Josie Poser, the Dungeon Mistress. I'm joined here today by Ozzy Debfro, playing Tinker Slobbersnout, Cuddly Raptor, playing Mirel, Wettazorb, playing Trish Smotherborn, and Roju from Participation Award, playing Forrest Barkley. And we are going to come back in as the group are standing in the Fireside Market, some of them in different spots. Trish currently at the bottom of the Heights of Ingenuity, where soon, in about an hour, a big meeting is supposed to take place. She was denied entrance due to this fact, and instead a guard ran up the stairs with a message for Nyla Arwing. Mirel looked over the various job postings, seeing if anything would fit the group. Tinker tried his best to look out for a potential opportunity to gather scrap pieces from adbots. And Forrest has just been there. Every now and then when they walk past somewhere new, yelling and asking if there are pirates.
There ain't pirates down here.
And at one point when you yell this, you hear a voice that says, "Hey, what's all this yelling about pirates?"
Oh, are you a pirate? I'm looking for pirates.
You turn around and you see a dark-skinned man, no hair. He's got like a little bit of that vibe of an Emberkin, where he's got these orangey, glowing, almost like pulsing light under his skin here and there, and his eyes have that special glow. But he's wearing the Bulwark's uniform, with the shielded emblem with an anvil and hammer, and he says, "I'm not a pirate. Are you a pirate?"
Oh no, if I was a pirate, I wouldn't be looking for one, would I?
I don't know. Pirates fight amongst each other quite often.
Oh, do they? Why did they do that?
I don't pretend to know, really. It's none of my business. But you are causing some concerns among the people of the market. Could I ask you to come with me for a moment, just to ask a few questions and clear some things up?
Sure. I better tell
And he
my
doesn't
friends,
lead.
though.
He doesn't lead you far away. And he like, as you mentioned to your friends, he allows you to come with.
Oh,
He
okay.
says,
Yeah, no,
"I'll
Mirel's
just have
coming.
some
Oh,
questions to
Mirel,
clear up."
this friend wants a word about pirates.
Does he? And she kind of crosses her arms and looks at Tinker.
Tinker looks up and gives Mirel the most innocent smile that he possibly can, and it's almost as if he melts under the legs of the crowd.
Hmm.
He
Of
needs
course
to
he
do
does.
a performance for that. Needs to do a
Yeah,
performance.
yeah, make a performance check.
It's like Homer melting into the bush. Just
Give us a performance check. How good is this smile?
17.
That's a pretty good performance.
smile.
All right. All right.
For,
gone.
maybe for the first time you look at Tinker and he's almost cute.
Almost.
He's just like, I cannot
No,
stand
but
jealous.
it's like when you're like from this angle, he's kind of cute. Like he's got an adorable charm to him.
And
And
then
she hates that. She
it's like
thinks,
you know that scene where
oh,
like someone walks past and then the person you're looking at actually disappears. That's kind of what happens, but with like just
Okay,
a pair of
this is
legs.
done. Make a stealth check.
no, please, I hope that I just see you somewhere else and I just go,
Tinker's just like,
Peace out.
yeah.
It's another 17.
bye.
Yeah, no, he's
No
gone.
idea. He's gone. Gone, absolutely gone. All right, well, Morel's gonna stick around. He's not a coward.
Okay, you're not led outside the market, but definitely to almost like the edge of a cafe where it's a little bit quieter, not so many
Less
people walking back and forth,
Yeah,
just so
yeah.
you can talk. And the man says, "My name is Gray Connors of the Bulwark.
Hello.
I
I'm
just wanna-
Forrest Barkley.
Hello, Forrest. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm just wondering why you're yelling about pirates. You're making people worried."
Oh, I don't mean to make them worry. I'm looking for pirates because I'm trying to find Bear Bar. Because
Bear Bar?
Apparently, Bear Bar is on a ship with pirates called, what was it? The Azure Horizons, I think it was.
I've heard about the ship. I don't know any Bear Bar. Has he been kidnapped by pirates?
Unsure? I don't
Okay.
know. I know he's on it, but I didn't know how to find him. So I asked my friends, and they said, "Oh, well, pirates like gold," but I didn't have no gold. And then they said, "Well, maybe if you just start looking for pirates, because there's pirates around, they might know other pirates, and then I could find them that way." So
And that-
Your friend's not your friend's not wrong, but it's a bit more involved than that.
So yeah, so I've been seeing if I can find any pirates, and obviously,
Are you a pirate hunter by chance? By trade?
I guess I'm
Bounty
looking,
hunter?
I'm not sure. I'm looking for them. I don't think I'm hunting them necessarily. I don't want to eat them. That would be weird.
No, not for eating. To bring them to justice for the crimes they've committed.
Crimes? What crimes?
Morel might
They're pirates.
object. Yes, he might, but he needs information too.
Yes, information. I know that one. Yes, I need that.
Okay. Well, we do have over by the Bulwark's main office. We do have information available for bounty hunters. We do have an information desk with latest spottings of various
Right.
privateer vessels.
Privateer. Is that pirates?
Yes, it's pirates. Yeah.
Okay. And bounty hunters. They're
Well,
they find pirates.
some of them do. Yes,
then I'm
pirates,
gonna be a bounty hunter
criminals, dangerous beasts.
Oh, I've definitely gone for dangerous beasts. So, does that make me a bounty hunter? He kind of looks at Morel like, is that what I am?
She kind of gives you like a yes, and she goes, "I would say you are freelance,
Freelance.
which is most bounty hunters. So yes,
I am a freelance.
All right,
but all right."
all right. I see. So you're okay. So you're looking for pirates.
Yes,
This one specific ship for one
Yes.
specific person.
that's right.
Okay. Well, you don't seem to be harmful in any way, so I'm just gonna let you go with a warning for now. Don't go yelling
Oh.
about pirates.
Do not?
No, it makes people worried. They might think there are pirates around when there aren't.
Oh. Wait, there
They
aren't
might get
pirates
afraid.
around?
Not to my knowledge, no, and it's part of my job.
Oh, so you would know if there's pirates around here.
Hopefully,
So
yes.
I don't need to go yelling because you do the yelling for me.
Sure.
Oh. Well, thank you so much. What is your name again?
Gray Connor.
Gray? Gray Connor. Gray Connor, thank you for looking for pirates for me. You be sure to let me know.
You're very welcome.
I'm Forrest Barclay. You let me know
Forrest
if there's any
Barclay.
pirates.
Well, as I
especially
said,
if there's
if you're
one on the
if you're
Azure
looking for
horizons.
pirates,
Yes, I'm
sir.
looking. Yes.
Yes. What you do is you go to the main information desk.
Information desk.
Yes, over by the Bulwark Barracks,
By the Bulwark Barracks, yes.
and say that you would like to view information about known privateer vessels.
You would like to know information
That you are a
about
bounty hunter.
bounty hunter.
Yes, and they will help you out.
Right. What is that?
I know where that is.
Oh,
It
she
is.
knows where that is.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now I hope you all have a great day. I hear this meeting is going to start very soon. Try not to yell about pirates,
I will try.
and stay safe.
You have a great day too.
Thank you. And he sort of just nods and heads off.
Great. Get out of here.
When you two turn around, Tinker's there.
Oh, what a surprise.
How did the little cat go?
I almost tripped over you.
Well, no thanks to
Sorry.
you.
What are you talking about? Now,
Now people are talking
about the Goliath shouting, looking for pirates. Pirates are gonna hear these rumors, gonna find out that someone's looking for them, gonna try and take him out. I've just made you a pirate magnet.
A pirate magnet? What's that?
No, I just
Am I a
explained.
pirate? I thought I was a bounty hunter.
No.
Pirates are going to hear rumors that someone's looking for,
Right.
and they're going to try and find you first, take you out.
Oh yes, you said bring the pirates to me. I get
You're
that.
welcome.
So that's how it works.
Yes.
On that point, as you continue this conversation talking about how to acquire pirates,
How to acquire pirates, a guide.
I think he's
Trish,
gonna run him.
you see this guard comes jogging down the steps
Poor guy.
towards you and says, I'm very sorry, ma'am, but Nayla is not available right now. She's getting ready for this big meeting, and she said to come back and find her tomorrow at lunch.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And he's like,
And she sort of turns to like move, but turns back and goes, "No, thank you. You did that was a lot of running. You
it's just part of my job, ma'am. Everything's fine.
I feel bad. Here's 2 copper.
He takes this. I'm sorry, I cannot, and he like hands it back.
Then she just puts it at his feet and walks away. 2 copper.
And they look at each other, they look at you, they wait for a beat, and then the other one says like, "Oh man, look, there's 2 copper players. Oh wow, where did they come from?" And pick them up.
Whoops.
Trish is
very
just
much.
Trish is gonna turn up to the group
Takes a couple of minutes to find each other, but you do. Is there anything else you want to do while you wait for this meeting to happen? But I would like Trish make a perception check.
Drew's making a perception. There is perception. There it is.
Eyeball power.
Eyeball power says she has none.
No eyeball power?
No, rip.
It's not
No
like
eyeball power.
not like Arthur's elf eyes.
No, no elf eyes.
Trish, what do your dragon eyes see? Nothing.
Nothing. I am blind.
What do your Dragon Balls see?
Oh. None, because I don't have any.
alone.
I have none.
Make a wish.
I'll ask Tinker to make a perception check as well, actually.
Oh, no.
Love that.
Because of I might motivate the reasoning. 15.
Oh, well, we're going.
I will motivate this because Tinker likes things.
He does.
Tinker likes things, and he also recently acquired a near perfect memory. There's something off about Trish's bracelet.
Bracelet. That's the bracelet that she was given by Naylor, yeah?
No.
No?
No, that was where you.
Is this one?
Do you want me
she has
to
the whole
jog
time?
your perfect memory?
Tinker has the perfect memory. Darcy
Okay,
does not.
Tinker has the perfect memory. Tinker would know that Trish went to acquire a magical license and has been wearing a bracelet that tracks the use of magic.
Oh.
But this one looks different. You can see, like with your discerning eyes, that the scratches are in different places. The scuff marks are not the same.
Because Tinker, obviously, at the time that she got it, was very dismissive of Trish. But now that it's full light of day, he suddenly, if Trish rejoins the party, he would jump up and grab her hand and go, "Oi, Trish, what's going on here?" And pull her down to his level so he can give a better look at the bracelet.
Don't pull her down to your level, Tinker. Don't do it.
and just for my own understanding, as in like different from what it was before, as in like this might be a different
It
bracelet,
still
or-
looks to a normal person. It might just look like the same. It looks the same, but Tinker's perception check and having the keen mind feat, he can tell that there are specific differences.
to the one that she originally was given.
Yes.
Got it. Okay,
But
I'm on board now.
yes.
Carry on. Sorry.
What do you mean? If you do that, I'll get in trouble. They'll know I've taken it off.
No, I'm not taking it off. I'm leaving it on your arm. And he's like kind of waving your arm to show that it's still on there. No, I'm just looking at it. And can he do...
He's looking respectfully.
You can make an investigation check.
Investigation check? It is
Yeah.
magical though, right?
To some extent, yes. So if you wanted to use Arcana, I'll allow that.
I would prefer to use Arcana. Yeah.
Oh,
because
You're an investigator.
And
Well-
hang on, before you roll, Trish goes, you know what? If you think there's something wrong with it, I believe you, and gives you a bardic inspiration on it.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Little
So
cheeky
that's
bardic
a
inspiration.
plus a d6, yeah?
Yes.
1d6, yes.
But I have a question though. Because you have leveled up and picked a subclass, has there been any alterations to your use of bardic inspiration?
Not yet.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
does that come at a later level?
Interesting. Well, that's pretty
I don't
good.
remember what the College of Law is about.
I read so much of both.
18. You look this thing up
Nice.
and down, and you did your best to scrutinize the original one. Like you didn't get necessarily an up close and personal look, but this one clearly looks different. Looking it over, it does have some magic circuitry woven into the inside of the bracelet. It looks almost like a solid metal bracelet. You know, the kind where they just got a little bit of an opening and you have to like just slightly bend it up to get it over your wrist. You can tell, like by looking it over, that this one has been resized. Like it was originally a bigger one that has then been resized and altered.
bigger one that's been resized and altered.
Yeah, and there's like definitely more scuff marks to it. It looks a bit older, seen more wear.
So it's like this one's been reused as opposed to just been one like fresh out of the packet and slapped on her.
Kind of. Yeah, the one she had wasn't like super fresh, but this one definitely looks older.
But there's ultimately it's some sort of switcheroo.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Trish,
Yes.
What is it?
Aside from sleeping last night, have you been unconscious at all?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, then tell me how someone could have replaced this while you were fully conscious and aware.
There's a lot of people.
On your own arm.
he's shaking your arm while he says this.
Yeah, as you're doing this, an adbot comes by. Make sure to keep an eye on all your belongings.
I think. Look, see that bot? I was walking past a lot of people. Maybe
We're all kind
someone.
of boots it away.
For all we know, this could be a bomb.
Does the Roomba move? Dunk.
Maybe something happened. Someone could have pickpocketed me or something. And Trish just
Pickpocket, this
starts.
isn't pickpocketing. This is taking a bracelet off you and replacing it with another one. On your...
And he lowers his voice.
Your real arm.
Look, people are crafty. I don't know. All
I'm
right.
crafty. This is good.
Trish is going to try and look around the people and see if she sees anything shady. Any
Make a
shady
perception
people.
check. Okay, make a perception. Make a vibe check now. Make a perception check.
Ugh. 7, 10.
A 10. You look around and there's way too many people. Even now, there's even more than when you came here, and it's just getting louder and thicker with people. You see like almost all the various cafes and eating places. Not only is it now lunchtime, but people are also they're doing the thing where they're buying like little bits of like a coffee or a meal just to have somewhere to sit away from the massive crowd, just to make sure they have a spot.
Mm.
All right. Well,
Before letting go of Trish's arm, you said there was like wires and things. Like
No, it's not so much wiring as there's circuitry.
right. Before Tinker lets go of Trish's arm, would he be able to sort of get one of his claws and get on the underside, like in between the arm and the bracelet at all?
Yeah, it's
Ow.
not like a full stuck
No.
to. It's got some give to it.
As he lets go of Trish's arm, he would get a claw in there and just scratch really hard into the circuitry as he lets go of Trish's arm.
Okay.
Okay. Josie, you said that these bracelets, or rather the Bulwark told us that these bracelets will monitor any magic use.
Yes. They seem to log. They seem to almost the way it was described. It logs what school of magic is being used, like the amount of magic used, and like a timestamp essentially.
And with an Arcana roll that hopefully went well, is there any way to get that without actually going to the Bulwark? Is there any way to be like, ooh, I see what this bracelet has done today?
Oh, I will ask for an Arcana check from Mirel.
Yes. Let's see if I can.
Because you're also a sorcerer. You're like a sorcerer's entire deal is manipulating magic as well. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Your like meta magic is essentially tweaking the powers around you as well. So
Yeah. Do I have anything to help with this roll? Probably not. No, of course I
I
don't.
mean, I believe you can use the push feature on skill checks as well.
Oh, yes, you can. All right.
I can check my
No,
own.
I've got it up.
notes.
Where is my push? To any
Yeah.
roll. Yeah.
To any D20 basically.
Let's see how I do first, and then we'll decide. Or do I need to? I can see how I do. Then I can push because that's right.
Yes, I won't. You'll have to choose
I think it was before the
you know the result.
Before I know the result. Okay, I'll see what I roll, and then I'll decide. Oh God. Okay, it's a 10. I am gonna push, regardless. Push it.
Remember that means you have one less hit
One
dice.
less hit die.
Yeah.
Um,
12.
12.
You get the sense that there's magic, but it works very differently from your magic. It's almost like the magic has been imbued into the object, but not the way you would have done it.
Mm.
It's just clashing with how you work magic, because this is essentially a completely different school of magical craft. It has been engineered rather than woven out of arcane forces. It's just very different. You might need more time to really get into it. It's like, first thing, you go in, you have a look. I don't know, how would Mirel try to tune into this magic?
She would probably want to touch it. So she would probably, as soon as Tinker is done with the wrist, she might grab the wrist and just like. Whoop.
So this is after Tinker has attempted
Has
to
already,
damage the.
yeah, already after he's.
Please don't shake my arm like Tinker.
No, I will not. I just, and she just will put a couple fingers on it, and sort of also look at it at the same time. Maybe feel as if there's vibrations coming from it or something, and then ultimately not have too much to show for it.
Yeah.
And because Trish is let you two touch it, goes up to Forrest. So would you like to touch it?
Oh, sure. Just
Mirel, I'll say it's more of a synchronization issue. It's like you would need time to get in tune with it, to pull any more information from it.
Cool.
But you feel like, yeah, it's stored in there somehow. It's.
Is there something wrong?
These two seem to think there's something wrong with it.
It is most definitely something wrong with it.
What's wrong
Do you
with
think it could be tracking me now?
I think it's been. I think whatever you had on, it's not the same. Whether it's the same that's been tinkered with, or it's been replaced.
Should I take it off?
it? Someone took it? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
Do you think it was Do you think it was pirates?
I think it was probably not pirates this time. This time.
All right.
Do one of those bots come by again at all?
I mean, they're all around, but they are having a hard time moving about now that there's more people gathering.
And Tinker, I might need your help here. What if we put this
No, don't take it
on
off.
them? Why? They could
You
be
were
tracking me.
told
I could be in danger.
specifically not to take it off.
Trish, look. When we get back to the inn, I will have a better look.
We can all have a better look.
Okay.
For now, keep it on.
Don't worry. I might have done something. Someone might come looking for it.
Of course you did something.
I'm always doing things,
I know.
and they almost always kinda work out.
I like the qualifiers in there.
I think it adds flavor.
Hmm.
You
Let's
all
go first.
You all just walk around, peruse, window shop, kill time essentially, waiting for this meeting to happen. And eventually, the time comes where it gets very quiet. And you see several figures coming down from the stairs leading up to the heights of ingenuity. That's not at all what I wanted.
That sounds cool,
That
though.
was
Sound cool.
That was them just checking the microphone.
oh yeah.
Test.
That's that speaky box
Is this
that I was
going
talking about.
on?
Most of the fireside market goes quiet. It's a windy noon. Wind carries dust and smog across the city. When the silence falls, the only sound really right now is the crackling of the large fire pit at the center. Almost on cue, 5 individuals descend the stairs from the heights of ingenuity. as a group of armored but robed individuals approach from the east. They wearing ceremonial garbs, and their staves almost have large hammer-like structures at the top. They just look like mauls, but with really long handles. You also see a handful of people that you've seen about in the Rusted Commons approach, as well as 2 individuals, larger even than Forrest. You see clad in well-kept armors with large, bristly red beards, long braided red hair, a dark ashen skin color to them. 2 other runts with a different lineage enter the Fireside Market from the south. And as they are plowing the way through, one more individual walks behind them. Under a thick cloak, you see walking what looks to be a tall man. And he walks proud, straight back. And one of his shoulders is much larger than the others. Eventually, all these figures gather at the bottom of the stairs to the heights. And they seem to greet each other. The silence of the market turns into hushed whisperings and more ideas being thrown about. You're quite far away and can't see too much. People are pushing to get closer, but the bulwark has made a perimeter, keeping civilians at bay and away from where they are now sitting down. Very quickly, a large table has been set out with chairs. Lots of chairs. As you also see an elven man come from the west. He has large curly hair. His arms defined by muscles. Lots of tools in his belt, and he has a stern demeanor as he walks up. He sits down and folds his arms. They begin talking. In view of all these people, they begin to hold a meeting, a council. And you start hearing, like they're playing narrative telephone. People in the front are telling others what's being said and sending the information back across the lines. And you'll find out the various individuals sitting there. So many of them now. All the members of the Heights of Ingenuity. You see a large dwarf with almost like a metallic underjaw that has been inserted, and there are wires going up into his upper jaw. He's the headmaster of smelting and metallurgy, Gerlor, the Steel Eater. You see a familiar individual who you saw just a few days ago at the stage talking, who was wearing an elegant dress, but that also was covered in tools and practicality. Vanya Fuela. the headmaster of robotics and engineering. Another dwarf sits there, completely hairless on the head, the face, the arms. His name is Borsor, the Mithril Grip, headmaster of mining and quarrying. You see what can only be described as an individual, a humanoid phoenix. Fire-red feathers covering their body. Karma Sirocco, the headmaster of beautification and recreation. And then last, among them all sits a lone, small man. But he has an aura of authority. An Emberkin. His name is Bramal Furnacesia, headmaster of architecture and construction. Joining them at these talks is one you've seen before. A gnome Emberkin known by as Hubberton Kohler, the spokesperson for the Rusted Commons. You find out that the runt is named Melvin Heathaze and represents a faction of the city recognized as the New Guard. The head priest of the Furnace Halls, Peenhammer Gertrada.
Sorry, continue.
It's an actual tool.
I know it is. That was just,
Get it wrong.
it just caught me
please.
off guard.
He's tied. Cut him some slack.
Yeah, no, it's fine. High Priest of the Furnace Halls and spokesperson for the Will of Hathok. And you see someone who's only known as the Star Worker. Seems to be of elven descent. And last, you find out that the individual with the heavy cloak, in what you eventually find out seems to be a limp prosthetic arm with a large shoulder piece, simply known as the Scrapped One. You find out through these various whispers back and forth that they have decided for today to do absolutely nothing. They are going to be calling to ask for aid in this from the free sedum beyond the Gavinus Rend. They are doing absolutely minimum to see to this creature's safety and health. They've essentially just decided to ignore it until an envoy beyond the Rend arrives. Very anticlimactically, this entire meeting ends within but minutes. All the individuals stand up, nod at each other, walk away. As quickly as they came. Everything is packed away. Is there anything any one of you would like to do?
Typical bureaucrats.
Yeah, Morel's in on this.
The,
She's like, what did they do?
They did
Why are
nothing.
they walking?
The
Why are they-
scrapped one. Does it just straight up look like the things that we've been seeing causing trouble, opening sewer grates?
Yeah,
Well,
how does Tinker-
heading this way, you finally see the person from the front. And what you see under this heavy cloak looks almost like a sealed suit of armor welded together. There are joints that lets it move. Tinker, the only thing that fits the description right now, because you never got like a fully solid look on this individual, is the one large shoulder.
Are they? Is the figure moving like through the crowd, or are they going back up the stairs to like the like?
No, this figure came from the south of the city.
The south of the city.
Went through the market along with the two half giant looking folks.
So they're okay. Are they with like, do they have guards with them or anything like that, or are they just by themselves?
As they're moving away from this meeting place, there seem to be no guards.
They don't seem to have the, from what I am understanding, they don't have the same gait that was like
no
typical of the things we've seen so far.
Yeah.
No. You could all try to make perception checks as a comparison roll, I suppose.
I feel like
thinking, but
surely Tinker would have advantage on something like that if he's trying to recall information or
it's
a comparative analysis.
Comparative analysis. I will say you can make a roll. This is more about comparing the information you have and seeing. You're doing the equivalent of trying to check if it's someone's handwriting. Like, this is what I know. These are the samples I have.
Boy, did I roll it too.
Tinker's gonna do this while he'll sort of say to the rest of the party, "I'll be right back." He has rolled terribly.
He's taking a screw from the armor and he's gonna run with it.
No, he's rolled terribly, so he's not sure. He's not sure about this.
No,
but
you can hear the heavy metal clanks of this individual walking, but the crowd is just too densely packed for you to get a good glimpse at it. Did Mirel also want to make a perception check?
Kind of. Mirel kind of wants to know if there's magic going on inside the suit. I don't know about much about the older thing.
Detect magic.
No, I was hoping
it's gonna be high DC Arcana.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to go high DC Arcana, I'm afraid.
It's gonna be, I'm gonna need you to beat like a 21 or a 22.
Okay.
It's doable.
Yeah, because you're trying to replicate the effects of a spell with just pure raw talent.
Is that suspicious of me?
I don't know.
How high is the DC if I do it very subtly?
I mean,
how subtle are we talking? The bulwark was right there, Josie. I don't wanna.
Yeah. No, this is up to you.
Yeah. You know what? I don't want to know that badly.
Well,
you don't want to know that badly?
I mean, I do, but like, I don't want to go to prison, Josie.
Tinker sees this indecision and goes, "It's okay. I've got an idea." And he starts racing through people's legs, trying to get.
While you're doing that, Trish, you watch this individual walk by, and with a 14, there's something off. You can't pinpoint it, but something feels off. The way this person is carrying themselves feels. Something's not right here.
With that, something not being right, is it the way they're walking? Is it the aura they're giving off?
With a 14, I'm just letting you know that something feels off when you're looking at this individual, but I'm not giving you any more specifics.
Okay.
So we're following them, right?
Tinker ran off between legs following them, but he's trying to catch up and wants to do something specific, though.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't tell any of you what he was doing.
No, he just went.
Yeah.
Are you trying to stay hidden from any potential onlookers, Tinker?
No, he is just trying to catch up as quickly as he can to be behind this person.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So you want to push through the crowd and get out, because imagine that there are two half giants, almost mowing their way through the crowd, and this individual is walking behind them before the crowd can
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought when I asked if there were any guards or anything with them. Okay, the giants.
Well, then they
yeah.
weren't guards. They were also part of the meeting.
Right,
just
right.
Almost like traveled together in a sense.
Okay, that's right. That's right. Okay, that changes the plan, but I still think he's too curious not to do it. He's going to essentially kind of run up sort of alongside.
Bless you, Orm.
Thank you. I really try to hide that.
And he's going to try the whole fake tripping thing again.
Okay. So you're going to try to trip out of the crowd. Is that
Yes. But as he does, he's going to reach into his pocket, pull out the metal shard he found, and just sort of skid it across until so it lands in front of the person.
to stage your reaction?
Yes.
Ooh.
So he sort of wants to trip while he
bold
emerges
strategy,
from the
Cotton.
crowd,
I like
and
it.
then
Hold
sort
on,
of
give
lob
me
this.
a second. I
without it,
remember that I need my dice.
Yeah. Get him! Get him, Tinker! Fucking walking
So
through
this
the
either
armor.
ends in two ways: either they get a reaction, or Tinker's going to jail. So just
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
No,
we'll
that's fair.
bust you out.
I would like you to pick deception or sleight of hand.
It's weird. He's trained in deception, but the sleight of hand is actually better at this point. So we're gonna.
That's what
Sleight of hand.
stat allocation will get you.
That's what it'll do.
We
That's
love
right.
it.
I just wanted a small boost of deception. All right, sleight of hand it is. That's not gonna work. Come
No,
on.
you should push.
Push.
Good.
The push
push
only
it.
adds a
D4.
D4 to. I mean, yeah, if we
You
roll a 4,
You might not go to jail with a
that means he doesn't have any
How's
hit
that?
die left. So he's going over running on views for the rest of the day.
Okay,
That's right.
okay.
All right, we'll push. We'll add a D4. This
We
is
won't let you
Okay.
die,
This to go
probably.
well.
Real good.
Come on, dice. You're really gonna do me dirty like that?
Hey, but at least that gets you a 10, right?
That's a 10.
Get you
Yeah,
10.
yeah.
And
10,
I will
you
have
don't go to
roll-
jail.
I will have you know, I rolled a contested check.
Mm.
As Tinker stumbles out, deliberately and planned, out of the crowd, with a very, very well-practiced oops. He falls forward. He falls daintily forward and drops this piece of metal. It skids across the cobblestones, catches an edge, tinkle over, and then gets right in front. And it's just about to land underneath the foot of this individual, who then stops mid-step, moves the foot back, looks down at it, and quickly looks over at you. You see in this almost sealed metal mask without features, there's only vertical slits going down both sides, and inside them, 2 yellow eyes, like pinpricks, look at you.
Tinker flashes his famously suspicious grin as the crowd, now caught up.
The crowd is now caught up.
Yes!
And
He's gone.
I will say you don't know what happened to that piece of metal,
Nope.
but it's no longer there when you have the opportunity to check.
Whoa, we got this person of interest,
Got
everyone.
him. Wait, okay.
Because I got a 7 on
Let's
a
go.
charisma save to not
Nice.
Oh,
react.
Love that.
Oh dear.
Oh, I love
Success
that so much.
Despite.
Ladies and
All right.
gentlemen, we got him.
Tinker,
So good.
briefly shocked that it all worked out, realizing then he's actually in danger, quickly makes his way back to the party, and he sort of catches up. He's like,
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I got good news and bad news.
All right.
Tell us.
Oh, the bad news is, I think I scraped my knee doing the
Oh my
fall.
God, tell us the other news.
Oh, absolutely. That guy, suspicious. Well, coming close.
Does anyone lean in close?
Yes,
Oh,
we're all leaning.
Richard's
Everyone
on it like,
will lean it right out.
They've all
Yeah,
physically
we will all
leaned.
just.
Right. Well, I did the whoopsie daisy and tripped. And I threw that metal shard I found in front of him to judge his reaction. And he was shook. He stopped and turned and stared right at me with those yellow beady eyes. Those little, I don't know, is like, I can't know how to describe them, like little balls of light. But they
So-
were identical.
Because Tinker did catch the eye, like
Yeah.
he saw the eyes of the first one. So he's
Yeah.
like,
They were identical to the ones I saw back at that sewer grate.
So, wait,
Oh.
you're saying
He's the one dropping the metal shards, and I didn't have time to really look into it, but I believe that they were attracting the leeches.
And I think they called him the scrapped one, is that right?
Yes. And I have a bit of a nose for investigating, you see.
No, we've found out.
But the scrapped one? Where do you think he hangs out?
underground.
Probably at
Scrapyard
home.
strand. Oh no. Okay.
Mirel, got it in one.
I just
Which
put the words together.
Happens to
All right.
be the same sort of sewer area where a lot of the leeches are, next to the rusted commons.
Oh.
Because you have a perfect memory, it was also where the tracks from the charity ball led.
Which is also the tracks where the charity ball was leading from the charity ball. So I believe they are also, and now he's looking at Trish, the one that tried to sabotage the ball.
Why would he do that?
I don't know, probably because he hates kobolds. I've been there for every single incident. Probably got something against me.
What did you do to him?
I don't know.
We should apologize.
No! Why would we apologize?
Well, if you did
I say
something
we get even.
to him and it... The nice thing would be to apologize if you did something to him.
Okay.
Tinker.
Clearly you did not see the joke. No, they're doing something against the city.
Right. The leeches are a bit much.
Trish, having had some time to think about it, putting two and two together, it strikes you what you felt was odd. The straight-backed, proud walk seemed forced. Like this individual was trying desperately, practiced as well, to appear without a limp.
Let's see. Didn't you guys remember they had a bit of a limp when they walked, right?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Walked very strange.
This one seemed he's practiced how not to walk with a limp.
I suppose having a limp is a fairly telling attribute.
Right.
So if you learn to walk without the limp, albeit very painful, would fool.
But it's the same.
Unsuspecting
It's the
eyes?
same guy.
I believe so. I think we should
So
follow.
are we following him or not?
Let's go. Let's follow.
Why are we following him?
We're following wherever they're going.
What if they're going to do more bad things, Forrest?
I guess.
He might know pirates.
Well, that's true.
We got to do it stealthily, though. We can't let them know that we're following.
I mean, they're already probably several blocks away.
Yes, that's why we're going to rely on you, Tinker. You said you have a bit of things of investigating. This is your time to shine to investigate where
I
they
did
have
say
gone.
that, didn't I?
Well, I suppose if he's in a big meeting, I guess he seems like someone really important here, right?
I think this will say big FU finger, big middle finger to the people around. I don't know why I think that. I just think they're here to be like, yep, we're here.
It didn't.
Fuck you, and
Do you
walk
think-
away.
A big finger?
Like the big middle one, you know, this. And Trish sort of shows the middle finger. Yeah, this one. It's offensive.
This one?
Yep, yeah, that one.
You reckon he's one of these in the suit? That's weird.
No.
There's all kinds of people in this world.
It's just those some people from Spy Kids.
You think it's Thummy in this suit, guys?
I reckon you might be right, Trish. It'd be really hard to walk around if you're just a finger.
Yeah, so I think we need to have Tinker investigate where they've gone. We gotta.
We know where he's going. We don't
Yes.
really need to follow him.
Well, I'm telling you how we get there. I don't know how to get there. You seem to know how to get there.
I know exactly how to
Probably
get there.
walk.
Forrest is bang on the money there.
Trish goes, which way, Tinker?
Go this way.
All right, and starts walking.
You start walking down across the main thoroughfare of the city, ever on, further and further. In the distance, you can still see the half-giants, these runts, towering above the rest of the people. Assuming that your mark is among them, you keep going and going until eventually the two runts head off to the district known as Sootspill.
Mm.
That would make sense. The scrapyard is on the other side of Sootsville. Sorry, did I say Sootsville? Sootspill.
You did say Sootsville.
I did. That's wrong of me. I should learn to read these maps better.
It's okay.
Since Tinker
Reading's
has
hard.
taken the lead role, I'm going to ask you to make a perception or survival check.
Perception all the way.
Can I
These
assist
and-
if there's any tracking involved?
Lol.
Yeah, you can. You're all helping. I'll say Tinker gets advantage. Because the group is still,
Yay!
the group is still like keeping an eye out. Did you roll even worse?
Tinker.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Tinker.
You find that the crowd gets thinner and thinner, and by the time you see the runts head into Sootspill, you realize you've completely lost the track.
That's okay because Tinker really is just going in towards Scrapyard Strand. Like
Okay.
he knows the direction he's going in. Whether we're following the dude or not is kind of irrelevant to him, based on those rolls.
Well, if we've lost like sight of him, is it possible that I could like look for tracks then instead to like just do actual tracking?
Not currently.
Okay.
There's
it's a
too
pretty
many
track
people
fit area.
walking
It's probably
through.
lots of-
It's
yeah.
it's also like cobblestoney. It would need rain.
Oh, right.
And like
Yeah.
the,
no, there's
the
probably
constant wind is moving the dust like everywhere.
nothing. Yeah. No. For sure.
But as you keep going, you eventually breach the part of the city that is filled with houses and buildings. You see the open, almost like litter-covered shoreline where last night you let the leeches. You didn't see it then. There's so much trash, garbage, and junk lining this entire beach. There's more metal than there are pebbles. And to your left-hand side, as you come out, you see almost like dunes made out of garbage, trash, what may have been discarded from within the city on a large heap, but also things that have been washed up from the waters, being the remnants of the last war. You head in the direction, and as you see, almost walking right in between two of these massive dunes, followed by several figures. You see the scrapped one enter. And that's where we're going to leave off for today.
See, trust Tinker's nose. He knows where he's going.
He can smell that scrap. He's like, yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Surely it's free for the taking. Surely you can just have that.
surely.
Surely.
Well,
looks
would-
like chat never found out why Tinker was spraying foam everywhere. Sorry, chat.
Too bad.
Next time.
Next time.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yeah, next time. We'll get there eventually.
Wait until next week to find out why Tinker was foaming in his room.
Yeah. With that said, though, just really quick, we are, I will say, let the current ads roll, please, as we're wrapping up. We have snoozed ads, so we could get to the end. We have been Natural 30s. I'm Dungeon Mistress Josie Poser. We got Aussie Devfro, who's played Tinker. Cuddly Raptor has played Mirel. Road You from Participation Award has played Forest. And the Wettest Orb has played Trish. Now, those of us in the group who are feeling the need to go to sleep, feel free to do so.
Everyone just
However, Roju, if you need to step away, we need to know, because then we gotta end the stream because Roju's running the show.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Have you had coffee? Did it help?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Gosh, I remember the days when coffee actually worked. Bye, Orb.
See ya.
Bye, Orb. So we will have a couple of minutes of downtime, just seeing how are we feeling. How's everyone doing? Do we got any cool questions or theories?
Well, I'm like trying to like because Forrest is sort of just obviously going along with this and wanting to help Morel and the other two that he's fallen in with. But like, what's the? I don't know that we necessarily have an end game to this, right? We're kind of just
no,
like
definitely not.
kind of just following this random guy who seems like he's pretty high up in the echelons of things, and is up to some subterfuge in their own city, in their seat of power, and us random people are butting in for no reason, and I'm like, not quite sure how this is supposed to play out for us.
I wonder.
This is when we need druids. Like, just scuttle under like a beetle and just listen in. I'm just saying, we don't have zero. Frankly, I've run the numbers, and we don't have enough druids in this party.
I will say, both, if you hope that there will be more druids in the future, if you want to know if Roju's thoughts will come into play, you gotta tune in next week.
No, absolutely.
You gotta tune in next week.
Undoubtedly.
Yeah, and thank you, Donk, for recognizing some of my design choices in the city map.
It's very so. I'll give you a quick another peek out there so you can have a look.
It's a really good map.
Ozzy, what were you thinking before I rudely made my druid intrusion?
No, I actually kind of forgot.
Your
I'm sorry.
intuition.
Because I was just gonna say, like, the reason, like, Tinker. Oh yeah. So like, I wonder how far up on the echelon of importance he actually is, because like this scrapyard and the rusted commons, they seem to like be the poorer sections of the city. This man beast, whatever he is, he could literally just be the unofficial like leader of whatever pockets of like communities there are here, and they've just put him on the table, but he actually doesn't do anything.
Well, they
he doesn't
didn't
have any say.
because they didn't introduce him as the headmaster of anything, right? He was just the scrapped one, right? That was
Scrapped one.
that was the title itself.
Yeah.
Whereas
So-
all the others were like headmaster of this, headmaster of that.
There are 5 headmasters representing the 5 colleges of ingenuity.
So could the scrapped one just literally be the quote unquote acknowledged leader of the poorer sections of the city, but they've just put him on there for show? Like it's just like, oh yeah, we'll have someone on the meeting to represent you, but they're not
Possibly.
actually going to do anything, you know? Yeah, that would be my
And that would
thoughts
give
on it.
a motive for wanting to upset the status quo.
Mhm.
Yeah. Look, I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just
But
saying I want to know
then why
he's
would they
doing
be
it.
upsetting the status quo in their own poorer districts, right? If they were
Yeah.
trying to like establish more of a foothold, surely then they would be making that play in the
Well, I mean, they did make
Right.
it play in the charity ball, though.
I mean, look how
That's true.
angry the people are getting.
And
The
like,
city's unwilling to do
yeah.
something
Oh,
about it.
so you think that making a problem for the poor area so that they
Highlights the problem?
they become a rabble,
Possibly.
and then
Maybe.
possibly even gather pitchforks and torches
and
and tear down the bourgeoisie,
yeah, maybe
eat the rich,
I'm
etc.
not saying I'm gonna stop him or anything. Like, more power to you. But like, yeah, I just want to know.
Tinker's more intrigued because he just wants to know. He just wants to know what's going on. Like that medal clearly meant something, but Tinker doesn't know what the medal was.
Mm.
The leeches themselves are interesting because they came off this massive creature. Is the scrap one just using the tendril leeches and how they appeared as just a oh, that happened, I could turn this into something, or is
So I guess the question is then like, once Tinker finds the answers to the mystery, does he actually care about the plot of it?
that
It's
would
like,
be a
once
question
he's
for
once
Tinker
he's
when he
like
reaches
found the
end.
answers,
We'll cross
right?
that bridge when we come to
Yeah.
it.
Villain monologues and tells Tinker the entire plan.
It was like,
Tinker
oh,
do
all
next?
right,
He goes,
bye.
Oh,
okay, cool, and just walk out the door.
Yeah.
Oh, is that? Oh, world domination? Really? How boring! Come on, and then just walk out the door.
You just realize on the door.
How unimaginative.
Oh, man.
Be better.
Better. Yeah. I'm just gonna real quick answer. Donk asked if there was any other designs missed. It is sort of blocked by the text, but the furnace halls are designed to look like a hammer.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, if you zoom in a bit, you can see it pretty easily. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, I see.
Whatever.
I like it.
Yes. And also, like the building sizes are split up, so it's supposed to be obvious. Like the residential district, which are Towers of Iron, Steel Town, and Rusted Commons, and part of Sootspill. The building sizes are representative of like how much space an individual building would have in those districts. So the Towers of Iron have a lot of large, like, not mansions always, but very much gated community, like fairly nice housing, whereas Steel Town is your middle class. Rusted Commons is like these densely packed large apartment complexes where they've just stuffed people in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And yes, the Stellar Forge is designed as a star for sure.
Mhm.
The Sootspill being like a lopsided Triforce was not intentional. It was more like that's how the roads lined up when I drew the outline. And I was like, oh, that's a kind of cool design though.
I mean, who doesn't love a Triforce?
Honestly.
It doesn't.
I
love a
mean, when you think
Triforce.
about it, it's just a whole bunch of triangles. It makes a pattern. Like it's kind of hard to avoid sometimes.
Yeah.
it's what's it called? Polygons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
the
just
triangle
polygons.
force.
Is it? It's triangulus. Yeah. Oh dear, but those were some great theories. I'm keen. I'm very excited to hear that there is thinking happening.
Oh,
Oh
there's
yeah. There's
Yeah.
thinking happening here, not in Forest though.
No.
This is the time I get
Forrest
to
is
Ev.
just like, okay, this is where we're going.
Yeah,
I
he's
see.
like,
Okay.
he's like, well, that person was clearly doing something not good, but like, he's not a pirate. That doesn't,
it doesn't apply to me.
Side
What is
market.
this?
Oh shit.
Desi.
Oh,
But,
shit.
Side market.
Oh my god.
Tinker has another plan for trying to acquire pirates.
Oh,
Just
excellent.
letting you know.
Ah.
I
Like
can't
he's
wait.
got another idea.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
I'm all about Tinker teaching Forrest things slightly.
Yeah. Or
incorrectly.
remember that Mirel promised Forrest a sex education lesson? Which sounds horrible saying out loud, but it happened.
I just
see,
like Forrest isn't like
he's not. He's like he knows
an adult.
What, yeah, he knows. He
Yeah.
knows what it is. It's
Yeah.
just. It's just the words
Yeah,
the
that describe it that he doesn't understand.
and then Tinker
And he'll
went
get
and
it
used
too, but it's probably not on camera. But like he'll get it.
Yeah.
And then Tinker had to go ahead and use a word like copulation, which just wasn't.
He's
Yeah.
gonna get that education too.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Too many syllables, right? Like you're never gonna get him with that.
No.
But yeah, like I'm wondering what the party, like, I mean, obviously, like I said, Forrest is just essentially just tagging along to help, so he's not really got any skin in whatever the plot is. But
I don't think
like,
any of us do, honestly.
no, like besides just being caught up in the leeches coming out of the sewers and
Yeah,
having
that's
to
like
have
the only
spotted
thing.
it, right?
Yeah.
Like, do we just plan on like dobbing him into someone, or do we confront them and be like, "Oi, why are you bringing leeches out of the thing?" Or like, you know, is this like a just? Do we even care? Like, do we want to know? I didn't even know what. I mean, like, yeah. When I say we, I mean the party and
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I think for Tinker, it's very much the mystery of it. Like Tinker is all about understanding.
Honestly, Tinker's got the
everything.
best motivation
Yeah.
of anyone of us. And honestly, we might just all be caught in the wake of Tinker's investigation.
I mean, it's
potentially.
also the most personal for Tinker, I suppose, who's been in all of the incidents.
And always been
Like-
eaten every single time. Like,
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like, he was also watching Morel and Forrest. So yeah, if someone's like creepily, like binoculars out watching Morel and Forrest from the beach, he's gonna be like, "All right, well, what's your deal?"
Mm.
Yeah,
So-
I guess that's the thing. It's like, what makes it personal for us that we want to pursue this?
Yeah.
You know,
The leeches
the leeches.
and them just kind of hanging around.
maybe it
and being
doesn't,
like,
and that's okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
This is a very different
true,
campaign to the last one,
That's
and
true,
I've taken
yeah.
a lot of things into account.
Because I mean, that's
just
the thing.
so-
We
so-
don't have to follow every thread.
no.
I will
We
say all of
can.
the things,
We
all
can.
of the things that you have brought up. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but all of the things that you have brought up in session with theories and now post session with theories, I have already all considered and like mapped out.
I'm
Nice.
so excited.
Nice.
So like,
Yeah, Josie with the pins and string.
yeah, pretty much.
all
Like
there.
as you've been talking, as you've been talking, I've been like, yes, that's fine. Follow that thread. I'm ready. Oh, that one? Nah, I got you.
I just
Like I've
Very excited
considered
about
so much because I've been running a holy sandbox campaign with incredibly limited like personal background involvement for characters for the last 2-3 years at home. So I feel like I've gotten down a little bit how to sort out. And also we've been playing together for a long time. I feel like I've started to figure out how you all think.
I mean, we've been playing for a hot minute, yeah.
We're playing for a hot
Bold of you
minute.
to assume that I think.
well, it's not as if like we haven't not followed like the personal quest, like because in the first like the second session,
Yeah.
it was very much like Forrest was just looking,
Yeah.
for
And there happened to be a clue.
It just exactly that's right. It just we stumbled along that path and then got caught up in a few things, and I'm sure we'll end up stumbling back onto a more personal story. It's I think it'll happen. It's just
Yeah. I mean, that's how this campaign is, as I've said, going to be a lot more focused on your personal quests with world event happening in the background.
But we
So
do
it
need
is going to be a lot more. Things are not going to be so much like super directly connected. And
but
even
the
though
world is sort of
even
just
though Forrest
alive.
has like one clue to Bear Bar, that doesn't necessarily mean that automatically leads to Eobard, which is the ultimate goal.
No, exactly.
And getting to Bear Bar also already sounds like a hassle. So this like
Yeah.
the point is your personal objectives, which may change over the course of the campaign. I have still accounted to drag them out the entire campaign. So it's going to be a lot more character focused,
Well,
and the world
honestly,
is
like,
background.
Yeah, well, honestly, like I think, as far as me as a player and what Forrest is doing in relation to that, it's more that like more that the character has a reason to be doing things in the world other than just doggedly following this one.
Yeah, and
particular
those might
trail,
come
right?
with
and
time.
that, like, it's like, oh, okay, well, so I need to find these pirates. What do I need to find pirates? Well, I need gold. What do I need to find gold? Well, we need jobs. So I need to be doing odd things around whatever the place, right?
Yeah, and
now I'm a freelance, and and we're gonna hopefully look for some bounties potentially.
Well, who knows?
And-
Maybe solving this.
And who knows,
that's
that
the
might
reward.
exactly, yeah. Who knows this? When we get to the middle or the bottom of it, whichever section we manage to find, perhaps that'll put us on a path somewhere in that direction. Who knows? Like,
This campaign is just going to be very different from the last one.
I'm
yeah, I'm
excited.
loving it. It's great.
We should
Yeah,
consider.
I will just say that these first 7 sessions, I have felt as a DM so much more, how do I put this, confident in like the game and the world, and like, this is not in any way to downplay our last campaign, but these first 7 sessions way outshine the first 7 of last campaign in my mind.
Oh, for
Oh, of
sure.
course. Yeah.
No, but we still had a great campaign, but there's just so much we've learned and can do differently. And
You might say we've leveled up, Josie.
oh shit, but no, I'm not saying those words.
Damn it! Almost got it, guys.
Something
We'll get over
maybe like it's worth sort of looking at is like, for our first campaign, we didn't really get an origin story for the party.
No.
We said, we're all part of the guild, and then that we were all together. Whereas this time, like, it's kind of like an origin story. Like, you can see it in the way the characters are interacting. We're still 4 separate people. There's no there's no interconnectivity yet, and our goals are just like so far unaligned. Like,
Yeah.
no one
Anything we're
asked
doing
to
for the
know
other
what
one
to
is
do,
like
so,
for us as well. Yeah.
That makes
we're
it
being thrown into situations. So.
yeah, it makes the dynamics much more interesting, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tinker, while I've been saying like all the shenanigans he gets up to are purposeful, he'll still muck with Forrest just for a giggle, which is some of the things. It's same with Trish, but
It's
like
good fun.
it's yeah. I think
Now what about Morel?
Morel can cook Tinker, and Tinker knows this.
That's what I
So
thought.
all
I
right.
still love our emotes.
Eat you for dinner.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
did we
even
check whether
breakfast.
the other ones?
Oh,
Do we have any
no,
status
it
updates?
Takes a
Oh,
while.
it takes a
I
while.
think it
Fair
takes a while.
Fair enough.
Is pot-
It's been a while.
I can.
So there are essentially, chat. We do have a few other emotes made
Yes.
up.
They're still
Unfortunately,
pending,
just
yeah.
a little. They're being processed.
They got caught in the works.
The
Yeah,
bureaucracy, in the red tape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
For reference, essentially, there is. You've got the Tinker. This is fine, or Chaos. Tinker Chaos. We've got the Forest. Wow, those are the 2 that are alive now.
Mhm.
But just to prepare you guys, you got Trish Cry, Morel Stare, which was
Was it
also
Stare or
named
Judge?
a judge. Sorry, Morel Judge, which the file name is Morel Unimpressed. If you want to get a judge of that, and then the Josie is Josie Help, which just it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all
All of them are great.
Banana did a top job, you might say.
Yeah.
Yes. Hot top banana.
Ah.
Top job. Aha. But yes, folks, that's been us. That's been we. Now, for all of you out there who enjoy some good D&D, I highly recommend that you go follow Some Other Heroes. They go live later today, I believe. It's another D&D group that who knows? Maybe we will worm our way into their community as well and do something fun. Thank you for giving them a shout out. But I feel, considering the crossover that will be taking place very soon, and I've seen some emotes, why don't we go to Usual Joe, who's playing some DBD, soon to be D&D DVD.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
gosh.
because they're getting the Dungeons and Dragons.
It
thing
is.
out.
We are.
It actually
We
looks
are.
really good, and I'm like, don't make me get this game.
I'll there's bardic inspiration as a survivor
Yeah.
card now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It actually looks
It's so
great.
good.
Aw.
I have to get back into it. All right.
So people, please come with us. Please use our beloved raid message. Give Joe all that love, and I believe the boys will see you all tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yes.
we will.
Yes, yes.
But for more D&D,
online.
you gotta wait till next week. Everybody, have a great Sunday. We love you all. See you next time.
Bye.